Good sense, good sense. Salute to everybody. Good evening. Hope everybody's going well. Special shout out to my boy Jason. Happy birthday. I know you're turning up with your family, your mom, your grandma, and all your sisters and your friends too. Just be safe out there. Be safe. Just be safe out there. My God, please be safe. And again, enjoy your birthday, young man. I know you should be almost on there, grown man, almost getting close to be 18. Salute to everybody. Hope everybody's going well. Everything's going well here. Just sitting here about to watch the championship game, the TBT tournament, and everybody else got pretty much. I haven't heard anything free agency wise. I've just been taking care of things around here, getting everything situated for tomorrow. So DeRozan is actually going to the Bulls on a 3-year deal. Pelicans, yeah, okay. Paul, okay. Carmelo's going to the Lakers. Drummond, 76ers reached 1-year deal. Conley agrees, okay. Yeah, so everything's pretty much shipping out. Free agency is very much in the motion. It's very up in the motion. All teams making moves, everything like that. I think the only team I pretty much have to say pretty much is going to be revamped out of anybody. It will be the Los Angeles Lakers. Only keeping both. LeBron and AD. It's time for my little shot glass now. Yeah, because I haven't been getting any notifications from anybody today. YouTube was on their shit today. Took my video down because my thumbnail said files late, said policies and all this other stuff, which I thought was a bunch of BS. What's good, Reg?
Hey, good evening. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, man, just sitting there kicking it, man. Sitting here, got dinner started. Got my pre-birthday thing going on. Sitting here, gonna chop it out with y'all tonight. Do a stream in the morning, and I'm gonna turn up tomorrow, man. I'm actually trying.
What's on the menu? What's on the menu, big dog?
Oh man, got some bird and I got some bird and got some pasta. I got bird and rice. Got bird and rice and green beans on the thing.
Okay, sounds good, man. Something like a home cooked meal, man.
Yeah, man.
Food tastes better when you cook it yourself, man. I know because you stay full longer too. I know it's about eat. Like if it ain't like a sit down restaurant, like if it's like a fast food or some shit like that. I know if I cook it at home, man, I'm always full.
You get full when it's like I tell my friends that all the time. I'm like, listen, cook at home. I don't feel like cooking. You cooking, man. You wear more aware of what you're doing to your body when you're eating at home compared when you eat at these places like fast food restaurants. You don't know what you're putting in your body. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shit, man. Your Lakers, man. Boy, them niggas take a stack of the deck to the next level. Boy, these niggas stack the deck.
Do what they gotta do. I told you I've been off the ship. Shout out to my boy Polo, man. Shout out to my boy Polo, man. But my boy DeRozan.
He signed with the Bulls. The Bulls gonna be nice next year, man. Lonzo at the 1, DeRozan at the 2, Levine at the 3.
They got what up, TP? What up, Reg?
It was salute, man.
Hey, I'm sitting here. Matter of fact, I'm about to get my ice myself and pour me a shot because shout out to my boy Jacob Jennings and shout out to my boy Maz too, man. I know he sent me something. He sent me some Sunday.
The Bulls look like they're gonna be a
So
nice team.
I got a little bottle. I got a little bottle. And actually, I got a deal on the bottles. You know what I'm saying? So
Sitting on
everything
that
is sold
liquor.
out. Yeah, it's just like I said before. Only team that's gonna really look revamped is the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? I already know. I'm just waiting for everybody to come in with their little trolling and thinking I'm a hater and all this and that. I ain't no hater, man. I never
Bruh,
been. So y'all can keep
don't
the.
worry about what them niggas got to say, bro. Like, you still like support the team, and you just don't like, oh, bruh. Like I said, man, they had I'ma still, watch the games and shit like that, man. I'm not gonna, I'm not taking it to that point, bruh. Like, I still love the game. I'ma still watch the shit. They made two good moves. I can't sit up here and I'm not gonna sit up here and hate and get nah. I'm be honest. That Kendrick Nunn pickup was a sneaky pickup in Melo. Melo always been one of my favorite players. So you know what I'm saying. Let's see what's gonna happen. I ain't gonna speak
And
too
then
soon. I'm just gonna say let's see what happens.
we actually
Nah,
be
I'm a
able to
hater, man. Fuck
use.
them niggas, man. I'm a
I just
hater.
hope. I just hope. I just hope. But I know LeBron is not going to use them though. The two
Yeah,
undrafted players they got, they both good players.
I want to see the Kendrick Nunn. That was a little sneaky little pickup. I feel like Miami really wasn't using them like that
Shout out
out
to my
there.
boy. Shout out to my boy. Why me too, man? I know y'all watching your Bayheim Army playing for
But
the
I'm not
team.
gonna get too excited, even though I gotta be honest. It was some nice pickups. I'm not gonna get too excited. It's other teams like Chicago and shit too. That might be a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
sneaky super team too. I'm like,
I
God
know.
damn, they got
I'm reading.
DeRozan,
I'm going through
Levine.
my phone right now. They're talking about the Lakers dominating the free agency. I'm like, no, they're not. You got other teams. It ain't just the Lakers. Just because LeBron is on the Lakers, don't mean they dominating shit. Get the fuck out. I mean, that's all that I
I mean,
understand about
everything
these
ain't
media
done, so
people,
that's why
man.
I'm like, I ain't gonna speak too soon. The Brooklyn Nets ain't done making they moves
Yeah,
either,
right.
so we can't really speak too soon. So I'm just gonna sit back and see what happens the rest few days
You got
because
to
the shit
work
ain't
tonight, my
done yet.
G.
Huh?
You got to work tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm about to go in and work. I just wanted to come in and bless the panel. I know your birthday coming up soon and shit. I want to wish you a happy birthday too, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. It's tomorrow actually.
Hell yeah. I know you about to turn up. You about to get you a bottle tonight or something.
Man, I already got 2 bottles. I'm staring in my face right now, and I'm about to get the big boy. So I ain't the type person to drink like just one bottle. I got to have multiple bottles and shit like that. So I'm not the type person that always got to grab me a bottle. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying some new shit. My boy sent me a box of some shit from overseas, and he said their versions of shit taste different from the version from out here. So I'm gonna test that out right now. But yeah, I'm gonna still, man. I'm gonna keep it up, man. I'm gonna do a morning stream in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gotta make sure. Um, and shout out to my boy Herm. Just spoke him up for the donation, man. Turn up, man. Appreciate it, bro. Real shot. And that's one thing like him and Moss both sent me 15. I can get 2 bottles for 15 out here. So who else? So who else is out there doing anything out there?
Hey, salute, Big Worm. Hey, congratulations, man. Your Bulls on the rise, man.
Man, I'm so sick and tired of unblocking people, blocking people, unblocking people. This shit's getting on my nerves, man. I just gotta do what I gotta do till then. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute Herm. Salute Mino Jester, Rick the Bad Boy, Lulu.
Salute to that nigga Herm. Herman Body was good, bro.
I heard my phone ring off. I'm like, damn, I never heard my phone ring off like that. I know if ringing like that, now I know it's a cash up for that, and that had to be from her. Yeah.
Damn, what Herm say top 4 seed in the East. Oh shit.
Yeah, man, them Bulls, they gonna be nice.
Hey, they looking right, bro. I ain't gonna
That's a
lie.
low key super team right there.
My nigga Lonzo got paid, dog.
Lonzo.
Hell yeah. My nigga Lonzo got the bag, bro. Fuck. These niggas talking about, oh, Lonzo trash. Nigga, fuck out of here, man. Lonzo probably, you know what I'm saying? Lonzo, the BBB, nigga. Lonzo got that 80 mil 4-year contract, man.
No
What's you
doubt,
talking
bro.
about, bro?
Man, they
Oh
finna be
yeah,
nice too.
and they still got my boy too. They still got my boy Nikolai Vujicic.
Oh yeah, Vucevic.
Yeah, Vucevic. Yeah, Vucevic is nice, man.
Man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hey,
He
man.
was on the bubble. He was on the bright spot in the bubble when they lost to the lost to the Bucks in the sweep.
yeah,
He was getting his buckets. You know what I'm saying? He could get his. He's a stretch.
yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of these young players, man, team up with
I'm
some of
happy,
these.
and
Yeah,
I'm just yeah. And look, it's like I tell. It's like I told him, like, look, I'm not gonna root for nobody else but the Lakers at the end of the day, because that's all I know. But at the same time, um,
like this. That's Melo
I
team
like to
right
give
there, bro.
credit. I like to give credit. 'Cause I'm a true sports fan. I give credit when credit's due.
And I think he gonna work better with Vucevic than he did with Zion.
Yeah, the Nets lost a lot so far, yeah, but the Nets they ain't done doing what they doing. Um,
They not done making their moves either,
right.
so we gonna see what's gonna happen in the next few days. Everybody ain't done. The Lakers still gonna trade Schroeder and shit. That's still their piece, and you know everything. This just the beginning. So once all the moves is made, then I'll make a full fledged assessment on what I feel how the who won the free agency. Right now, the Bulls is winning the free agency, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Miami too, adding PJ Tucker too. That was a nice pickup for them. I don't know if they're gonna keep Victor Oladipo or if they're gonna trade him for another piece or some picks or something. That'll be interesting to see what's gonna happen out there too. Yeah, TP man, I'm about to get up out of here though, man. I'll probably
Oh yeah, for sure, man, for
yeah, I'll
sure.
probably tap in later and shit before your birthday, bro. I know you're gonna be live all night, right?
For a little bit, man. The latest I probably stay up is probably honestly I probably say about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock my time. Yeah, it's probably like the latest, man.
All right.
It all depends how the flow is going too, man. Because if it ain't and then ain't really too much popping off and everything like that, man. I'll cut it off.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it, bro. Shit, I'll probably pop in later on, man.
Hey man,
Shit.
yeah, good night, no man, no doubt, man. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. For
Coming
sure,
through.
for sure.
What's good, fellas? What's good,
What's
Kings?
good? I know you about to watch your Bayhound's Army just tipping off right now, homie.
Yeah, I just got home. Me and my plug was talking for like an hour and a half, nigga, about real life shit. I'm like, damn, nigga, I ain't know you was this smart.
You'd be surprised who you come across.
Now, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm being like dead ass, like, because he don't talk too much. He don't say too much. You just, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I respect about him, because he be on his P's and Q's. He be like, I'm just trying to get my money and go about my business. And then me and him just had a conversation about the fucking free agency shit. And then next thing you know, it started talking about basketball, talking about real life.
Yeah, that's
Like, I'm like, damn, this nigga motherfucking smart as fuck. And he like, yeah, I'm just doing this shit because a coronavirus. I'm like, yeah, that's the first time I ever heard about you selling weed was during the coronavirus. And then he's like, and shit, now it's sticking and it's like it's working. So fuck it. I ain't about to sit here and change it up. I was like, that's a fact. What's good, Reggie?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. How you?
I'm straight, brother. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is.
Yes, sir. Another day, another dollar.
I was just about to say that, man, already.
Another day, another dollar. Not drink a shot to that.
Yeah, your birthday in a couple hours. Yeah.
I still got sick. I still got about 5 and a half. I'm in the West.
Yeah, but still, that still ain't that much longer.
Mm-hmm.
What you about to tell you about to be what 43? You said.
Mm-hmm.
Blessings for another year.
Wisdom.
Me and my twin bro will be 43 tomorrow.
Oh yeah. That's a blessing, man. I'm about to be 31 in 2 weeks. Be a blessing to see 43.
Hey, man, what you got on these topics? Why, man? What you got on these topics, man?
What you talking about? This free agency?
Yeah, man, because you be cooking on some stuff, but I never really get to hear you cook on nothing, man. Because every time as a full panel, you just be in the cut. So I want to hear what you got on all this stuff, man.
Salute.
What's
Salute,
good,
Big
word?
Worm. You too,
Good,
man.
good.
I never hear y'all cook on nothing, man. So
Because the reason why they never got a chance to, because at the time it was a bad environment at the time. Now everybody's not here no more. Now you can really start to hear people. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, he got some good shit. He be hitting me up on some, hey, like he be having me like that cut shit. I still got all that shit on my phone, man. I still got all that shit. Then that shit had me thinking. I look at that shit every day, like, who should I cut? And I always look at from this point in their career right now. So just like some of them boys, it's hard, boy. I ain't gonna lie, it's hard.
Hey, big bro. I wanted to ask you, man. You ended the stream earlier before I could get on, but how do you feel about the Bulls making them little moves, man?
Nigga,
Okay,
the
who
Bulls
y'all
about to be
actually
playoffs
got?
next
Okay,
year.
I did not know y'all got the Rose until I ended up going on. I ended up earlier. I don't know what. Hey, bro, because I'm just gonna say this to y'all. You know that thumbnail I use? I used that thumbnail before. They said it's a violation of nudity and all this other crazy stuff. Like, man, that's so kind of petty. That's one of the main reasons why I just went on and just turned the screen down because they said they removed it. That's all. I just went on and removed it too. I'm like, man, y'all be on some whole like some real whole ass petty shit, bro.
Yeah, that's petty as fuck, man. They some bitches for that, bro.
And you know, it's like I told him, I'm still gonna support the positive movement and everything like that, man. Like I told Cass, man, if there's somebody on here that you don't like them and everything like that, when they get off the panel, then you come on. That's fine. Just keep that shit between y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Why you think I've been doing that, T Price? You know who I'm talking about too, but
yeah, I don't understand why the boys like that though. I don't understand. I try to talk to them about it, but I told them, man, all you gotta do is just talk to Big Worm about Big Worm got a lot of sense to sit there and discuss some grown man shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, this he ain't no, you know what I mean? I thought it was just a total misunderstanding. That's what I'm thinking. But it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. I ain't gonna, but see me, man. The difference between me and a lot of other man, I'm not gonna go fuck your stream up, bro. I'm not gonna sit there and fuck up what you got going on because I'm into it with somebody like that shit. That shit's selfish, man. You know, I got too much respect for you to do that shit.
Yeah. I appreciate it, man. Cause a lot of other ones, man, honestly, bro, they truly doesn't, man. They don't come around here no more. That's fine, man. You know, I ain't got nothing against them. Like I said earlier, but I said on my last one, I'm gonna say it on here. You can make 1,000 disc videos about me. You can put my name in a whole bunch of shit. You can include me into all this other shit that y'all got going on. Y'all little beasts with everything like that. Go right on ahead. But you know one thing I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna respond. The real man don't respond. And I'm not gonna respond. I'm not gonna pay it no attention. And to the person who was trolling my page instead of blocking people, hey man, welcome to the family. Because you just don't know. The more people you block, the more people you bring over here too. Just for you to know that. And I just say another thing about this Haas situation. He did came on here last night, yesterday. I did let him speak, and I kind of believe what he is saying. I don't believe he called what you call it, or what, because I heard it from Aries. I heard it from other people outside of that's in my circle that know a lot about the situation. They listen to Ticket and everything. They just don't comment and everything like that. Even got their views. I'm just gonna say this. I know there was a house, the one that said the 500. I know that's for a fact. I know that's a troll. I'm not even gonna worry about that. Now him using the N-word, I don't know about that. I don't think that's already. I don't think everyone. I don't think that was the real him because
Someone's trolling, man.
somebody's trolling, right? And it is because I don't believe it's really him. Like I said to him, I don't have a problem. I know other people might have a problem with him being over here. That's fine. But like I said, and I'm gonna tell him if he ever come back again, I don't want him over talking himself, doing all that crazy stuff. We just sit there and just roll with the place. Positive vibes over here. Ain't nobody trolling, doing that stupid ass shit, man. It's positive. It's a positive movement over here. Ain't with that negative ass shit, man. No, man. Anybody can sit there and yell at each other, call a bunch of bitches and hoes. I could do that to myself, talking to my special angel. That's some real shit. I could talk to my ghosts and shit. Like, Granddad, you ain't talking to his imaginary friend, Granddad. Imaginary friend. I'm trying to figure out somebody jack me for my 3rd and 4th edition, my 3rd and 4th season of Boondocks. So I'll have to order that shit again. That's true, actually. That's true.
AT Price, I was there earlier. I was watching the comments on tickets, and they was talking about the late show. I started thinking about you, like this nigga T Price would be snapping right now. I ain't never heard them call themselves the Late Show, man. That shit sound crazy.
Who called themselves the Late? They ain't the Late Show. The Late Show was from the '90s.
Yeah, they're calling the Lakers a Late Show again.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
I was laughing. T Price, I was dead, man. I'm like, man, if T Price was here, that nigga would be going off, man.
I don't even let that waste no energy. That's unwaste of air.
Yeah, man, they should have never. Yeah, man. I thought that Nets were stacking the deck, boy. Them motherfuckers, they both stacking the deck, man.
Them niggas got 2 decks on top of 2 decks. Them niggas playing
Bro,
with
they about to
75
get
card decks.
Hey, why the fucking Nets might trade Spencer Dinwiddie for Kyle Kuzma and Montrezl Harrell, bro.
They try to get back at LeBron and them. Oh,
They
my
might.
God.
Yeah, I could see KD like, come on, Kuz. Come on, Trey. Let's go. Let's run this.
This shit crazy. It's the most I seen. I hope Russ get this ring though. That's my favorite player. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't even gonna hold it against him if he go over there and get that ring. I'm like, shit, boy, you got that ring, nigga. You ain't ringless, boy.
I ain't holding that shit against Melo, Russ. They to me, they OGs already, man. You know, let them get a ring. If they could get a ring, I ain't gonna be mad, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bad.
I ain't gonna be mad at Melo either, but I ain't gonna give credit. I ain't gonna give extra credit to LeBron. That's one thing I ain't gonna do. That you know that's gonna be the narrative. What he was doing before you got with LeBron?
That nigga got 4 seasons with 4 different rosters. That shit crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, what's going on, y'all?
What's up,
man?
What up, nephew? What's good?
Man, just sitting there having a pre-celebration birthday, man, and sitting there eating dinner, watching the TNT tournament, TBT tournament, the basketball tournament.
It's on right now, big bro?
Yeah, it's on ESPN right now.
Bet.
Oh yeah, I might turn to that, man. Yeah, you're talking about Melo, man. That hurt. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That hurt. Like really, I like y'all didn't want him years ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all didn't want him years ago. I've been honest with you. Melo always gonna be one of all time favorites to me. But let's be honest, they robbed him. They robbed him some years. Now all of a sudden, LeBron, you want him all of a sudden now. And I feel like this. Why when soon as the season, why you didn't reach out to him then?
Yeah.
Why all of a sudden now that you want to reach out to him, man? I mean, to me, it's like you brought a good point, brother TP. It's like this, I think the thing that I'm concerned of, if anything can go wrong, they ain't gonna blame LeBron. They gonna blame Mo.
Nah, they're gonna blame Russ. They're gonna
Nah,
blame
Russ,
Russ gonna be the
they ain't gonna
scapegoat.
blame no Russ.
They gonna blame Russ. Watch, and if
Russ
Russ
gonna be
don't
the
play, I
scapegoat. This
bet
shit
you.
don't work.
Hey,
He gonna be the scapegoat.
hey, if
Oh,
that shit don't
okay.
work, they gonna trade Russ. Watch.
You know why I said they gonna really. I'm not saying for now they ain't gonna blame Russ because he probably at certain times he gonna be on the honeymoon time. But I believe he gonna be on the honeymoon time. After honeymoon's over, it's done. That's what I feel. But Melo, they gonna find a way to
They're
blame
gonna.
Melo.
Hey, you
Okay.
right. They're gonna destroy Melo if they lose, bro.
Yeah. And that's what I understand. Like I said, I'm not blaming Melo. You try to get a ring stuff, but I'm just saying it's like this, man. You cut my throat. I ain't trying to be around you, man. I'm sorry.
Let's go, Eric.
I think he should went to the Knicks, man. You know what I mean? Had Dame come with him and everything, man. We can get this thing going, man. It's like Lakers trying to stack now, like, and then it's like, man, they
It's
keep
a bunch of
it's
old. This is the thing that people fail to realize. Now I'm beginning to see how they piecing everybody. Yeah, you got a lot of savvy veterans that been in there 8, 9, 10 years, shit like that. LeBron is on his way out the door. What draft picks y'all got? Y'all just not. They're just not about to pay off Lou Aldane. They're about to come out the books.
I don't understand, man. Yeah, you see how LeBron be treat people around here, and y'all ain't had no balls, like, man. Fuck that,
No,
man.
they don't. Nope, they
Had
don't.
no balls, man. They don't have no morals, and I can't respect that. I'm old school, man. It's just for me, man. It's just certain morals you gotta hold, man. You see how he treat people, and y'all still want to go back to them, man. You ain't got no respect. Then we got the White Howard. He always talk about his back. I'm gonna tell you why his back is hurt, but I ain't gonna get into that. But man, I'm just saying, man. It's like, come on, you have to be kidding me, y'all. You mean huh?
Oh, I'm watching the game. My fault. CJ Fair just got it.
Okay.
Nigga jumped on that nigga CJ Fair neck. Damn, my boy
Oh,
CJ Fair got fat.
Man, CJ Fair, I thought he was gonna be something, bro. I ain't gonna
I love
lie.
that nigga, man. That's my favorite player, man. That left
Why he
hand.
over there? And why he over there looking like Tristan Thompson though?
Yeah, that nigga looking all fat and shit. They got that beard.
Looking like
That's
Tristan
Baltimore's
Kardashian.
That's the second best player that ever came out of Baltimore for Syracuse.
I understand, man. Yo, when Melo go to LA and then the Knicks make they move, man, crazy, man. This is not good for. I don't like that shit, man.
What is Zelly?
Zelle, it's like a cash app.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm waiting for these jerseys to drop. I gotta go cop me a Caruso, a ball, and the Rosen joint, man.
Oh, DeRozan with Chicago, right?
Yeah, he came over here, man. So
That's good, yo. That's a good look for y'all, man.
The East about to be crazy next year.
the East is gonna be wild, bro.
Yo, nephew. Yo, that's a good look for him, man. I'm telling you, that's a good look. I'm telling y'all, man, that's a good
And the
look.
one thing they ain't gonna be saying over here that the East is weak. Get the fuck out of here.
Nah, the East is getting stacked up, bro.
The East getting busy.
I
The
like
East
my
getting busy.
Lonzo running the point, DeMar DeRozan at the 2 or the 3. Where they gonna have DeMar DeRozan at the 3 and then Zach LaVine at the 2?
Yeah, they're gonna put. It's gonna be Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, because we didn't get rid of Laurie Markkinen, and Vukovic.
Oh yeah,
Yo, that's a nice five right there, yo.
I just hope Laurie Markkinen can step up, man.
Yeah,
I ain't lying, bro.
marketing, man. He got to step up, man.
Man,
God
Yeah,
damn.
you're right.
now,
You're right.
AT Price. Now they ain't got no excuse. They got some good players around them. Now let's go out there and do the damn thing, bro.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a nice little five right here. But the Knicks, man, I ain't mean to bring it up, man. But yo,
Then
I don't know.
y'all still got a good bench still too, though.
We got your boy still from Kansas. We still got your Kansas boy with us.
Yeah, as long
So
as
they
they kept
traded-
Kobe White, they still got him too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so the
Yeah,
Lakers
he's gonna
traded
be a
Marquise
six-man.
Morris for Kendrick Dunn?
That what?
Marquise Morris signed in free agency. They didn't trade him. He just didn't.
Oh,
He just
okay.
didn't. He just didn't. They didn't pick up that. He
Hey,
remember they
I'm gonna
signed
tell
him
you
to that
though,
1 year deal.
The Heat, that's another team in the East I'm gonna pay attention to real close this.
Yeah, they got some. They picked up some good players. PJ Tucker, Markeith.
Yeah, PJ Tucker with them now, y'all.
Yeah, they got
Milwaukee. Yeah, but
Kyle
Milwaukee.
Lowry.
Yeah, but Milwaukee should never let him walk like that, though. Come on.
I heard them talking about it. I seen a little clip on it on Undisputed with the I call them the all LeBron cast fan boys. They were talking about Miami, and old boy was like, the little short guy, I can't think of his name. But anyway, I just ain't never seen so many football players talk about basketball though.
Oh, you talking about Brandon Marshall?
Not him. No, not him. I'm talking about the little Mexican little dude.
Oh, you talking about the leopard? You talking Leprechaun, Dirty Nick?
Yeah.
Nah, it's another nigga.
No. He's
talking
talking
about the nigga that was on Undisputed, the ones that's not, because skipping them not there this week is LeVar Arrington, Chris Broussard, and this other little ugly nigga. I forgot it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he a big time LeBron James supporter.
Yo, let me ask you a question, man. How many niggas how many they be getting on their knees for LeBron, yo?
Man.
Look, ESPN the same way too.
Yeah, they are, man.
AT Price, Reggie's trying to get in, big bro.
I ain't even hear my thing beat.
Oh man, yo, how many? Y'all just saying, how many they get on their knees? Like,
I'm staying out of it.
You know what's crazy? You know what's even more crazy, y'all? How the disrespect the fucking Bucks are still getting, bro. That's sad, bro.
It is.
Oh, that's facts, Big Worm. That's facts, dog.
Bullshit. That's bullshit. What? I mean, come on, man. Every other
overlooking them and talking about the Brooklyn Nets.
These niggas built a super team, bro. They stacked the deck and they did all this shit. All these teams, the Heat and the fucking, you know what I'm saying, the Nets and the Lakers and all these other motherfuckers doing this shit. The Suns, everybody talking about, I even heard a nigga on the ticket panel talking about the Jazz. Watch out for the Jazz next year.
Stupid, man.
I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, I'm like, they doing all this. They stacking the deck to be the 26-year-old Giannis Antetokounmpo, man. Fuck out, man. These niggas is weak, dog. These niggas.
I'm a Bulls fan, my nigga, but I'm riding with you, nigga. And I hope that you prove niggas wrong, dog. On some real shit. Go get you another chip. You know what I'm saying? And do what you got to do the right way, nigga. Fuck these niggas, man.
Man, these niggas is sad, dog. These niggas got the Avengers, bro. These niggas got the whole Avengers, the motherfucking Decepticons, the goddamn, bro. These motherfuckers got, what's the nigga? You remember Captain Planet and shit? Like, these niggas got the Justice League. Man, come on, dog.
Planet.
Yeah, man. This nigga got the fucking elements and shit.
Yo, then we got Pinocchio King in LA now, still want a doggone stack and stuff instead of being man. Yo, man, we these players I got right now. I'm talking before this go on. Let's go get it, man. I'm tired. I'm tired of that dirty King, man. I'm sick and tired of him, man. I really is. And other plays, y'all right, man. I you know,
we're the Planeteers, and you could be one too.
And his fans, bro, all these fucking casuals, nigga, that's just dick riding this shit, nigga. I was just on, you know what I'm saying, I be online and shit. I was on the gram, I was on a couple other like platforms and shit, just lurking in the fucking comment section, bro. These motherfucking jock strappers, these bronze sexuals,
bro. That shit
these
be
fucking
sad,
super teen simps, nigga. That's what I call them. These super teen simps, man. These fucking fanboys. Shit, they cheering for this shit. But it's a lot of people that calling this shit out though. LeBron, they was like, oh, the GM, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he traded because it was a stat, bro. that out of everybody that's been on the Lakers the past 3 years, LeBron is the only player left since he signed. He literally this nigga literally traded or fucking got rid of everybody that was on the roster from the day he got there.
Yeah, and this is the sad thing about
Did
it.
I not say that was going to happen? But I'm a hater. Did I not say that?
Yeah,
on
T Price, you
channel?
did say that. You did say that.
I've been
And
saying
not-
that. I've been saying that shit for a long ass time. Even since they signed, ever since Ticket got on, I sat there and said, "Oh, you a hater?" Like, dude, he's gonna get rid of everybody. This ain't like Miami. He's gonna do the same thing he did. Dude, look how he did. Look what he did to Cleveland. Let them niggas a shambles over there.
Man,
They
let
just
them
now
like
getting
a
back.
fish out of
They just
water.
now
And
getting back.
look what happened. Look what they say now. Oh, he had to do it. He ain't had no choice. What did you expect?
fuck
What did you
outta
do
here.
it for AD?
What you mean?
It's
Yeah.
always an excuse. It's always
Yeah,
an
it's
excuse for
it's
him.
always
I don't want to hear
excuse
that
for
shit.
that nigga,
but at the same time, we cannot just blame him. Look, and I would tell Dwight Howard, look how he treats you when you was at LA.
Yep.
You know, when you got the ring, he disrespect you. He ain't want to acknowledge you. Then you want to go back to him. So I'm just saying, I don't have no respect for him for that bag shot Howard. That's his new
Yeah.
name, bag shot Howard.
And it's crazy. I guess that's how terrible Doc Rivers is, because that nigga went 1 year with Doc Rivers and he running back to LeBum. We know
This
how
is the
Doc
thing
Rivers
I'm
get
going to
down.
do.
Doc
I
Rivers,
just
man,
can't wait till all these teams get together and do their thing. I'm gonna really break it down. I ain't gonna do no trajectory. I don't do all that stuff. Oh, let's just wait to see what's their run record is. Who wasn't right on your team? I ain't got time off for all that, man.
Only I know, man, that we gotta agree is a lot of nut hugging, man. That's gotta stop, man.
Man, it ain't gonna stop. They don't produce that shit for over 8-9 years of this shit. They
I know.
polluting the damn butt of them motherfuckers. And you
It's
think
sad,
the men?
man.
Do you think us men is bad about it? Some of the women in the ticket channel be going in on them too. Talk about them too.
I'm gonna
That
say
nigga's
it
a
this way,
diva,
bro.
dog. That
These
nigga's a
niggas,
fucking diva, man. You niggas take
Y'all,
up for that nigga, man.
listen, I went for Phoenix to win the championship. But
It is what it is. We're just gonna have to see what it is. I'm not, and this is the thing. I'm not hating on LeBron, but one thing I sat there and said when he signed with the Lakers, I said this, and I said I'm not even hating on my team, but I know it's gonna happen. No, you don't, dude. But I'm telling you, when it's all said and done, there ain't gonna be no Lakers left on there but him and whoever else he got, and whoever else they gonna put around him. That's what they want. That's what they messing up. Let's just see what it is. Do I'm putting them up there at the top? I can't do that because you got to wait to see what everybody else is going to do. That's all I'm saying. It's like
They niggas get these microwave championships and shit. Like, if it's one thing, if you want to,
what's up, South?
What's going on? What's good with y'all,
Wow, bro? What's good?
if
with
you
it,
want to
man?
stack the deck and shit, that's one thing, right? That's a whole nother argument. But the way they doing it, bro, it's like, all right, I get it's LA. It's inevitable that they're gonna have the chips. They're gonna have to stack it up like that because it's fucking LA.
Right.
But
Yeah, LA always go after free agents too, though. Too,
The
they
way-
always go after. But
That's just
I've
been
never
a-
seen it.
like this bad. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
T-Price, like the
But you
nigga,
got
bro.
rid of everybody.
The stat that this shit is disgusting, nigga. I seen this shit this morning. Then I woke up. The first thing I see is this bitch ass nigga, and it say, "Oh, the only guy on the
Last
roster the past
thing,
3 years is LeBron James." And in the comments, nigga, oh, because he traded the whole roster. He traded everybody. LeGM strikes again. LeGM, La Drama Queen, LeGM. I'm like, bro, this nigga a whole dog. Like, and then
I ain't gonna call him. I ain't gonna call a man a hole and everything like that, man. I'm just gonna keep it on basketball.
Hey, Reggie, let me ask you something. How many super teams we have now? Because I kind of was listening.
man, nigga, we got shit right now. If Miami come back with Oladipo, I think they're a super team, bro, because they got Oladipo, they got Kyle Lowry, they got Bam, and then they got Jimmy. Shit, the only player they drafted was Bam. This Miami super team. If Tyler Hero actually get his head out of his ass and work on his game and play better next year, he'll be all right. You got Brooklyn, whatever the fuck they got Brooklyn. You got LA. Shit, who else is a super team? That's probably the three right now. A lot of people say the Bulls.
Now it is.
I don't see the Bulls as a super team. They don't like, they're good players, but they're not superstars. None of the players on the Bulls are superstars. So
hold on 1 second before you finish, Reggie. I just got to say one thing. Dipset.
bro, I was watching that. Like, I don't know, bro. I like the better when
going on.
Yeah,
I liked it better when they did it on Instagram, bro. Like I liked it better when it wasn't live. It was just like the
Yeah,
niggas.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it
yeah, brother TP,
No,
man. I was talking to my godson, and you know, he's a Laker fan. He see this. He said I can't roll with them no more, man.
so
see, only
Reg,
casuals and jock strappers like
Reg,
fuck with this shit,
Hey,
dog.
it happens, bro. Hey,
Reg,
I wish the Lakers all the credit and not all the credit, all the best wishes. I'm still gonna root for them because that's all the team I know.
Right.
But
Reggie, I came in here to kind of to pick your brain because from what I see, outside of all the people, people personally feel, when you look at some of the major star players in the league that's in major markets, those are the only teams that veteran all stars or premier role players are going to and taking player minimum. So this kind of spin back to one of the conversations I've been having for a while on T Price panel and on some of the people panels about where do these small markets stand where in free agency only players like with the Lakers situation, they had what handful of players take player minimums and all this, something they wouldn't even do for a smaller market. And possibly not to play with a premier Hall of Fame prestige player like a LeBron, or even when you talk about Durant, a future premier Hall of Fame player, where you have veteran players that will go play with them for a minimum. So what is the state of the NBA? What is the future for the other star players that draw that same prestige as them, and potentially be able to go to bigger markets and have veteran players sign for the minimum, while these other smaller markets like or more or less not even smaller markets that just don't can't get that premier superstar. Like even with Houston, y'all rebuilding, but y'all don't have that premier star that would gravitate veteran players and other things to try to play for the team.
All right, I'm gonna touch on the Houston point, and then I'm gonna work my way back. Right, for Houston, the reason why we in the position we in right now is because not even before James Harden, when Leslie Alexander, he owned the team since the '90s. I don't know if he died or he resigned. He sold the team. Tillman Fertitta, and just to put it in context, Leslie Alexander is a very liberal leaning individual, very relaxed. He ran the team a different way. Tillman Fertitta is a business tycoon. He's a conservative. He's you know what I'm saying, he's a very abrasive type of like alpha male type of guy. And when he came on, he kind of just inherited what the fuck was going on with James Harden. Then they got the CP3 shit. So he was just rolling with it. He was like, all right, cool, we're gonna win. We're gonna win the title, shit like that. I'm gonna rock with it. But it blew up. James Harden threw a bitch fit. You know, him and CP3 start beefing. So they got Westbrook. That didn't work out. They traded away Clint Capella because Westbrook couldn't play in the paint with a big man and all this other shit. So they traded away Clint Capella, which was fucking retarded. I still to this day don't know why we did that bullshit for Westbrook. I don't fuck with that nigga either. But we did that to accommodate him and his demands. They both end up falling out. They start beefing. James Harden, we trade Westbrook for fucking broke down ass John Wall, who even has a worse contract than he does. Then James Harden's like, I don't even want to play with these niggas no more. He leaves. You know what I'm saying? He sabotaged the whole season. He leaves. Then, so Tillman Fertitta said, fuck it. I'm not doing this shit no more. None of this fucking superstars. I'm not paying none of these motherfuckers, no contracts. I'm on all rookies in this bitch. We're gonna build this bitch from the ground up. I'm going the cheap route. I'm gonna give me a fucking rookie coach. That's why he didn't hire Jeff Van Gundy. Because he say, fuck it. I'm gonna get me the black nigga. Fuck it. Because that's how they didn't even want Steven Silas. They said because he was a rookie head coach, I could pay him the least to the fucking lowest bidder. That's basically our philosophy going into like the next 5 seasons, to the lowest fucking bidder, bro. So we rebuilt the whole fucking team. We got rid of Kelly Olynyk. We didn't even match that offer that Detroit gave him. We said fuck it. We just let him walk because we're not paying. He's not paying. Tillman ain't giving out no contracts after what the fuck Chris Paul, Westbrook, and fucking James Harden did to him. He said fuck that. Fuck them niggas. So and I actually agree with him. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, yeah, you want to win and shit like this, but when you gamble, you risking like millions of dollars. And when a nigga can just void a contract, bro, a fucking legal binding agreement, a nigga can just say fuck it and walk off. It's a big investment and it's fucked up. So that's what happened with the Rockets, and that's why I actually like what we're doing, building. We got a lot of young talent. We got Lorenzen Tate. He finished third in the Rookie of the Year voting. We got Christian Woods, we got Jalen Green, we got Kevin Porter Jr., we got Kenyon Martin Jr. We got a lot of nice pieces, man. So we gonna be all right if we just get rid of
So
John Wall, broke ass. But now
let me ask you this: with those young pieces, and one of those guys or two of those guys emerge to be superstar talent, you think they're not going to be aware of what's going on in the league? And when you talk about, and since I've been watching basketball, it's been certain players that are great and have a cachet of bringing in veteran players to come play, just even to come play with them to try to get a chip. I mean, it'd be interesting to see if that possibly happened with a player like Greek. If Greek continue to win championships over the next 5 to 10 years, you might be. I mean, would your opinions change if players want to go play with him to possibly win a chip?
I put Giannis in that Kobe Bryant, not as far as playing ability and legacy, but as far as like what he represents. I put him in that Dirk Nowitzki, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant type of category where you gonna stay with one, like Steph Curry. I put Steph Curry in that category too, where guys, let's just say Giannis do eventually down the road end up making a super team, right? He's not going to them. They're going to come to him because he already at the top of the mountain, just like Steph. Steph can play on Steph, even though he did the super team with KD, this and that. Steph, to me, he going to always be higher than KD because KD ran to him. Steph showed him how to win. Steph showed him, put him in the system. You know what I'm saying? The system built around Steph. Even when they got KD, the system is always predicated on Steph's gravity as a shooter to attract defenders past the half court line. So at the end of the day, KD wasn't even getting double teamed. They were still double teaming Steph. KD was getting 1-on-1. So of course he gonna shoot 12 shots and get like 30 points off 12 shots because he's super efficient and he getting single covered.
Cap.
So all right. All right.
But the point I'm trying to make it is, I mean, at some point, I listen to a lot of people and it seems like they have a disdain for the NBA. The way the NBA is going, things do change, but for the most part, since I've been watching NBA, veteran players want to play with players that have a winning pedigree, have won chips, and I've seen over time players that are beyond their prime, sign league minimum, do different things like that, and play for teams. We've seen it with the Nets. We've seen it more or less with the Nets last year in free agency, and we've seen it more or less with the Lakers this year in free agency. But what is the state of the NBA? Do you think it's going to change as after LeBrons and Durant's eventually get old and retire, and you have the Giannis's and the Lucas and all that winning chips, and doing possibly some of the similar things that of the players that we critique and we have a sustain for to a certain capacity?
I think as it stands right now, I think the league is in good hands. I like Trae Young. I like Luka Doncic. Obviously, I like Giannis. Devin Booker, he seems okay. So, I mean, the young up-and-coming talent that we got right now, Zach LaVine, and some other guys that I didn't mention, but the league is in good hands. But as far as those young talent, but the league has been going down as a whole, as just a whole. It's been going down for a while, man.
Reggie, that's not what he asked you, Reggie.
I just honestly, no, man. I don't like the way the league is going. To be honest, I don't. I think the league is just gonna get shittier and shittier, bro. Like it's been getting shittier for the last 15 years. It's just gonna keep going down.
But answer his question specifically, though, bro. You're not answering his question.
Man, I guess he's doing his best his ability. I guess.
He's like. So ask me the question again because I thought I answered the question.
No, what I'm saying. No, I'm gonna say it again. Basically, what I'm saying, I'm gonna add a little bit to it. Since the early '90s, going into the 2000s, players have discussed player movement. It hasn't been executed to the capacity because as time evolved, more star players have started to move. I seen it in the early 2000s with the Tim Duncans, the Grant Hills, McGrady's. You seen in the latter end of the 2000s with the Boston Celtics, and you seen it even in 2010 with LeBron, arguably the best player at that time, move. So we've seen player movement as far as star players evolve as the LeBrons and the KDs and all that, the guys that we consider at the top of the mountain at the end of their career go. what it is to come of these next players like the Giannis's and the Lucas that win championships and do certain things and possibly might even move teams and players want to play with them for the veteran minimum or whatever, just for the sight of winning a championship or the possibility.
Oh, I think it's gonna be the same shit. It's just like just history repeats itself. It ain't much gonna change. It's gonna be one or two dudes that stay on the quote unquote good path, like Giannis and maybe another guy, and then the rest of the dudes they may talk a big game. Oh, this is that, like a Dame Lillard. Oh, I'm gonna stay loyal to the soul, and I'm this, I'm that. I'm Dame Dollar, it's Dame time, and all this kind of shit. Then next thing you know, you pull up a tweet from 10 years later, he's shitting on everybody, talking about everybody, and then 10 years later, this nigga talking about, oh, I'm about to leave Portland. So it's gonna be the same shit, bro. It's not gonna change. It's gonna be one or two guys that stay down and they have good help from their organization, and then the rest of the dudes, like I think Donovan Mitchell gonna be a dude that make a super team, just because I don't know if he's gonna be a Utah Jazz for life, and because there's no way the players don't want to play Utah, Orlando, OKC, Memphis, New Orleans. Them cities, the players don't want to play there. So Zion. He already said everybody knows Zion don't even want to be in New Orleans no more. So it's about to happen. I don't know about what's the guy in Memphis? What's his name?
Josh Morant.
Yeah, John Morant. I don't know if he was raised by his dad and he got that. I don't know. He different. So I don't know. I'm on the fence about him. If his dad says, hey, we're going to do this for a business decision, he probably do it. But if his dad is like, hey, we're going to stay here and we're going to keep it 100, we're going to stay loyal to Memphis, then he could stay. So I'm 50-50 on John Morant. But I think it's just gonna be rinse, wash, repeat, dog. It's gonna be the same thing over and over again.
But I would say this about Dame, right? I think some of them we got to go by case by case. Dame been there for almost 10 years. Okay, let's be honest here. Throughout the years, Portland has not helped them to get the pieces around, and so I feel like this: if I'm loyal to a franchise that I give my all, that I constantly work on my game, I'm going to look at like this and look, I want to go somewhere to win a chip. All right, Dame, he got everything else. I want to win a chip now. And so if Dame want to leave Portland, I can't fault him for that.
Here's my counter to that. I agree with you on it's the organization's fault, but Dame holds some responsibility too. And here's what an organization, they should have fired that coach a long time ago. Why? And you can't tell me that as a star player, you don't have no say or no influence on the coach to some degree. I get it, where sometimes the ownership for the money and the politics, they might hire a guy, but so you telling me Terry Styles was the head coach for damn near, I don't know how long, damn near 10 years, and Dame didn't tell them that this ain't the guy that's getting it done.
I understand what you're saying, but
because it ain't like Portland had bad rosters. Like they weren't great, but they weren't like terrible. And Dame,
if you get bumped out every year about second and third round, and there's a pattern, that's a problem. You can't even smell the semifinals.
Yeah, but I mean,
come on, that's a problem.
To me, it's a coaching issue. To me, it was always like, yeah, I get it. The roster was kind of, they had talent.
Disagree.
So Terry Styles is a good coach. So is Portland coach good? Why do you disagree, Terry Love?
Let me ask you something. Is Dame Lillard a championship caliber type of player?
Yes, but he's not a first option.
No, he's not. Okay, so that means he's not a championship caliber player. If he's not going to be the first option. No, he's not the first option. You wouldn't choose him as the first option as a championship team. So he holds some accountability as well.
That's what I said. I said Dame because
you said the coach. You said Terry Styles.
But I also said Dame too before I said that. If you go, you can rewind it. I said Dame holds some accountability.
He did say that. He did.
I'm saying that. Yeah, man. Come on. I said.
Tyree was good, homie.
I'm gonna explain. Let me explain why, and I'll let you have it, Tyree. I'm gonna explain why. Because Dame, his play style, his IQ and his play style, he just never evolved as a player. Like, yeah, he do the step back and the half court and the logo and the game time and all this shit. He's very clutch. I give him that. Take nothing away from him, but that's not what they need from the point guard position. They need a guy to maybe facilitate the ball a little bit more, make smarter decisions, do a little bit more than just run a pick and roll, shoot step back 3-pointers and get to the cup. That's like, I mean, if you take that away, he don't do nothing else. He don't play no defense. He don't move without the ball. He don't make his teammates better. I mean, what the fuck do you do? Like, I mean, I like Dame as a player. I think he's a great player, but if he ain't shooting the ball, if he ain't handling the ball, he ain't doing shit. If you watch Portland tape, he just stand there, bro. Like he just literally fucking stands there when he ain't got the ball. Like,
let me ask you this, Reggie. I listen to a lot of cats. They tell you how so many bad coaches. There's so many bad coaches and this and that. And then you turn around and we get mad at players going to certain franchises that had a pedigree from winning. Like, what do a player do like Dame or other players that we coin as great players in the league when we critique them as having bad coaches and not winning? What do they do after that? What are they really supposed to do? Because everybody everybody don't go to a team with a great coach and a great situation with a good front staff.
Great players, typically the great players that we think about and the teams that are dynasties and all this other shit, they've had elite coaching that won the championships. I mean, I guess the Warriors are a little bit different because a great coach built the team.
Hold on, I got to cut you off because I listen to people talk about this guy Budenholzer being a bad coach all playoffs. Then the team he coached ended up winning the championship. But then people still didn't want to give Giannis credit. The same people still didn't want to give Giannis credit for by their logic, winning with a bad coach.
Yeah, he won with a bad coach. I give him that. They won with a bad coach.
He not no bad coach though, bro.
They won with a bad coach.
No, he's not.
I can't. He got a ring, so I can't dispute that. He's a championship
he went to the
coach.
Eastern Conference Finals. How many times he went to the Eastern Conference Finals before he won a chip, bro?
You know what? I can't. You're right. He got a championship, so I can't say he's a bad coach. He got a championship, so I can't say he's terrible.
But you get what I'm saying. The same people that say this dude been a bad coach all playoffs, then when they win a chip, they don't even want to give Giannis the credit and say, "Dang, nigga, you won with a bad coach."
Yeah, they don't. But the whole Giannis thing, we know what they don't like Giannis. They don't like what he represents. He broke the status quo. They don't like what he represents.
And this is one thing. This is why I always separate myself and from the media. I know the media, and I know a lot of people that don't like me when I say this, but a lot of LeBron people are in the media, and they do take shit on everybody else as well. That's why I always give every player their proper justice and due, no matter who they are. I understand what South is saying too. They ain't getting no Milwaukee no credit. Of course, they ain't gonna get no Milwaukee no credit because you know what? They don't like Milwaukee. They didn't want Milwaukee. They didn't want Milwaukee there. No, look, South. For an example, this is what we was talking about. Lakers making all these moves, and all of a sudden now they're supposed to win the chip. You see what I'm saying? It takes time for teams to gel, to mix. And look all these, and you try to say that I know the season ain't over, they ain't even started yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just unfair. Like to me, it's just like, hey, I just don't like the direction they was going in. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I harp the boat. I wish them the best. Yeah, I'm not gonna hate on them, no. But to me, all the moves that I understand, all the moves that they made, I understand. I didn't know why Dwight came back, but he came back well. But I didn't understand the Melo move because to me, I think to me it's really fucked up to me because to me personally because he could have been back in the league. LeBron, I thought personally, I didn't think LeBron personally didn't think that man even had it no more. He could get J.R. Smith on the team to win a championship and only play like 30 some seconds. I forgot how many seconds he played in the finals. You know what I'm saying? And he up there shaking up and down like he won a championship. You see what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't understand like the grass of it. It's just like, hey, I understand him. I'm not mad at Melo. It's a time for you to win a ring. I get that. But to me personally, in him, That's something between me and him, between him and LeBron. But me personally as a man, I'll be like, you didn't want me 2 years ago, but now you want me now. And then you already know, Sal.
That's the talking part of entitlement, though. And this is the thing. This is the thing about it. I was under the impression that LeBron didn't want to play with Melo, but somebody told me he was trying to bring Melo to LA, but Jeannie didn't let it go down when he first got there. I don't know what's exactly true because I don't just put stuff out I don't really know. That was just I was under that impression. But I was on a panel with somebody, and so people they were telling me that they tried to get Melo. LeBron tried to get Melo when he first got there, and Jeannie was vetoed. I don't know exactly true.
Anything like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was under pressure. He didn't want to play with Melo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
I think personally, this is my opinion. I think personally at the time he didn't think that Melo didn't have anything left, and then once he got to me, Melo is one of them cases that I'm glad he actually survived it, and then for him to get a ring out of it, it's middle finger to all the media. But the media ain't gonna give him his just due. The fanboys are gonna just do because they always gonna say this one thing. When he was done before with LeBron, he wasn't getting no ring. All that other stuff. I don't like how people try to tear down somebody just to win just because they're on the championship team because they play with LeBron. That's one thing I don't like when fanboys do that. Like, dude, you can't take away this man's credit. You can't.
But T-Price, that's a petty game that's played with all the stars. They do it with Jordan, they do it with Kobe, they do it with Shaq. Everybody got a petty talking point.
I don't do that. I ain't never done that personally. I ain't never done that. I refuse to never do this shit like that.
I understand what you're saying, TP. You know what I'm saying? I understand what I'm saying, but just for me, it's like we got to be honest again, man. We come on. This is nothing new. How they treat this no good king, man. What I'm concerned with this, that what somebody said not too long ago that Westbrook, they gonna make Westbrook as a scapegoat. No, he's not. He's not gonna be the only one. I guarantee they gonna look with every little thing. They feel if Melo do wrong, they gonna talk. And this is this is like a major a major city too. And that's what I'm concerned with. I was like, I think he go to the Knicks. He go back, he can do his thing, and he can help us. You know what I'm saying? When he said Mr. the Lakers, I was like,
but underrated.
No, let me finish.
This. Okay.
No, let me finish. And people want to say this, last few years ago. LeBron did not want Melo. You gotta be honest. Let's stop the BS, man. He did not want him. Now all of a sudden, now you want him right now?
We gotta have proof. We gotta have proof.
But Melo want to get the ring. I don't blame him for that. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta have proof of that, though.
I agree with Grinder. Here's why.
No. I'm talking about the initial statement that LeBron didn't want Melo. We gotta have proof of that.
So,
we can't speculate. You can't speculate.
But that's all we got to go on is speculation.
No. You don't judge
actions.
But y'all talking about it like it's
right. You gotta
look at the actions, though. But we just based on the actions. Just based on the actions. You telling me this man traded away all these players? They traded away all these players. They wanted to give Kuzma away, but Jeannie Buss stopped it. But eventually they got rid of him eventually.
Reggie, let me ask you: even if LeBron James came to Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka and said he wanted Carmelo Anthony, do he have the power to get Carmelo Anthony, or do Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka have the power to get him?
And I think LeBron didn't want Kuzma gone. I think if it was up to LeBron, Kuzma would have been gone.
Yeah, we know that because he was in the deal the first time around.
But see, that's the problem, y'all. When you talk as if he make every little decision. I agree. He has a lot of influence on decisions, but he don't make every single decision in the organization.
So you tell me when he came to LA, right? All of a sudden, mostly everybody was on LA, just left. So you say he ain't had no power. That's you saying, right?
You're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. Like, dang, I am. Can y'all hear my mic?
I'm going by what you're saying.
I said he don't make every decision. He has influence on some of the decisions made with personnel, but y'all talking like he making every decision. Come on, man.
But he's
Right,
included in damn near
I'm not
most
saying.
of the
Okay, you know,
roster.
got
I'll
an
be quiet,
input.
but
man. I'll
he's
be
a
quiet,
superstar
man.
player, so you
Hey,
get
B,
they ask for
hold
your
on.
input.
Yeah,
Hold
so
on
but
one
you
second,
said
y'all.
so
Just
you say
like
you
Hold
can
on one
get
second.
J.R.
Hey,
Smith
Bees,
and
yeah.
Jared
Quiet.
Dudley.
I
Kuzma's
shut
not
up, man.
there.
Y'all,
The
some of
Kuzma,
y'all trying to miscrew what I'm saying. I shut up. Y'all go ahead and talk, man.
Okay,
It's
Reggie,
not
if you was a superstar player, Reggie, and I come to you and I say, look, Reggie, we're looking at these type of players that we would like to team up with you. What you think about it? That's all LeBron do. He just give his input. He don't have the power like Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka to pull the trigger.
okay.
You
Kuzma
don't know
would have
that.
been
Just
done.
like
well,
you
the
say you
Lakers.
don't know
I'm
that.
gonna
You
say
don't know
this.
that.
I understand what you're saying, Tyree.
Oh man.
I
You don't know
totally
that.
get it. I totally get what you're saying, but me as a Laker fan to see what he done in 4 years, there's no Lakers there. There's no Lakers that's drafted from the Lakers that are there anymore.
No,
There's
T
not.
Price. Not even drafted. There's no
Not,
since the
not
day he
even
signed on the
drafted. They're
team.
gone.
The bigger question in this whole thing? What's more important, winning now or winning
This gonna be
promising
fucked
in the
up later.
future?
I think this is more about LeBron legacy than it is about AD legacy.
I'm
That's
just
what I
talking about
understand.
as of being a fan of a team. Is it important that if you can win
Oh,
now
no,
or just
no,
wishing
no.
we could win
I
later?
got mixed emotions. I got friends I talk to. They are limited right now. They
I'm,
understand. You know that you got some people say I'm not the type person. I get what you're saying, Salto, too. By the way,
yeah,
I understand. I say I'm not the type person that be like just because they put the team together, I'm supposed to go with it. Be like, yeah, I like the team. I
yeah.
go with it because
I
I
understand
gotta
that.
go with
I
it.
got a
I
perfect
have to
example.
go with it because that's what they go. That's who the
No,
management put. But at the same time, I will give my critique of it. And look at my critique of the Lakers now. Y'all ain't got nobody, no Lakers, no nothing. To me, it has came. This is just my opinion. It had came to
mhm.
LeBron James show all over again. When I said it when I said it when he got there, it got there. I didn't think he was going to, but the only reason I knew why Kuzma stayed for the good graces. Other than that, Kuzma would have been gone, like you said. I do agree with that. A long time ago, there's one thing about LeBron: he don't like to play with young guys, and this is another thing too. What they're gonna do about the two unrestricted free agent guards? They're gonna do? Are they gonna be in part of the rotation? They got.
That's a good point.
They are good players.
I mean,
I'm
to
gonna
me,
break
when
it
you
down like this, man, and I'm gonna make
Only
it to a
people
point
that
that
they
Tyree
got.
Love can understand because this is and South's point. I get what he's saying. At the end of the day, we trying to get to the finish line. It don't matter how you get there, as long as you get
And
there,
Kuzma's
it
not on
shouldn't
the
matter,
team no more. He got
right?
traded to Washington. Bees.
But here's the thing. It's just like if two guys, let's just say two guys, right? It's just like me and Tyree Love, right? We both like trying to work out, and I take steroids. You know what I'm saying? I get on a workout plan, I take steroids, and then Tyree Love do it all natural. You know what I'm saying? And there's a reason why that is. There's a reason why you can't take PEDs and shit like that in competitions and sports and shit like that because it gives you a clear cut advantage. Like you could get big, stronger, faster, heal faster, recovery, and all this kind of shit. You could do that naturally, but we all know it's way more better when you on the juice. So it's the same thing. If I get swole as fuck, you know what I'm saying? This and that. Ooh, you got the big muscles. Ooh, this is and that. And Tyree Love get the same result, but it's gonna take him a little bit longer. He got to work a little bit harder. He got to train a little bit smarter. He got to sleep better. He got to eat better. It's basically a shortcut for me. You know what I'm saying? Even with the steroids and shit, we get to the same result. But which way is
But
better?
you playing morality police though, bro.
How is it a morality issue? That's not
You play,
if
yes, it
but it's
is.
a
if it didn't
business. See,
matter.
you try to mix. You be trying to mix your personal trajectory. Basketball is a business too, man.
Right,
So
Reggie.
They
why
hire
why
these
why
people.
can't
They hire these people. They don't hire these people to just appease your average fan. They there to win. They want them to win. Put a team together. You have three. This is how I look at the NBA. You have three levels. You have teams that's not competing, rebuilding. Then you had a team they not good enough to compete, but they good enough to make it to the playoffs. And then you had a small might be 4 or 5 teams that's actually compete for a championship. It's no true parity in basketball. So out of those three, what the hell are you really doing? It's either
But
you going
but
in
but
to win it all, or you just staying in the pack and hoping something lucky
see,
happens.
yeah, but the thing we got to be honest. Ever since LeBron came to the NBA, he have his cake and eat it too. And I understand what your brother's saying, and I understand what Reggie is saying. But that's the point that we failed to
Hold on.
understand.
But
Not
great
to cut you off.
players,
Hold on. Not to cut you off. When has it ever been a bad time to have your cake and eat it?
But I'm saying that, but he eliminate other players too. You know what I'm saying? It's
But I'm
like,
saying
again,
though, listen, when has it ever been a bad time
I'm
to
not. No,
have
I'm
your
not
cake
saying.
and
No,
eat
no,
it
I'm
too,
not saying
though?
nothing wrong. No, listen. See, you trying to miscrew what I'm saying. Let me finish. I'll let you finish. Let me finish,
Go
please.
ahead, brother. I
Thank you.
apologize.
What I'm saying is this: that LeBron had his cake and eat it too, but then wherever things that goes wrong, well, we don't supposed to blame LeBron. Oh, we don't supposed to. Oh yeah, because then he put his hands up. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Oh, what's going on? Look at me. Nah, you say you want a super team, right? So that comes with it. I'm tired, because I'm tired for the nonsense. And I'm not. It ain't all about I'm hating LeBron. It ain't all about that. But we should see right now that look how many super teams is happening right now, and it's gonna be a whole lot more.
Underrated. This is the thing. This is why I came in. I didn't want to start the talking part because I know pretty much how everybody feel about LeBron, Lakers, or whoever, right? Where do you see the league going? I don't see it getting changing from what you. I
I'm not
mean,
saying I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I don't see it either. But I'm just
yeah.
saying that let's. I'm
So
saying I'm saying like if we gonna talk about, you know what I'm saying. We gonna talk about. Let's talk
so
about all face what's going on right now because
so once
it's not
LeBron leave,
getting
it's gonna be
better.
another guy. It's gonna be another guy we can complain about getting his way.
Okay.
That's what it's gonna be.
Okay.
Because I mean, as far as I know, since I've been watching basketball, I've seen in different ways great players get their own way, whether it's calls on the court or contract situations. Great players, especially when we talk about
Not
best
not
players in
not
the league,
like
they get their way.
not like LeBron throughout the years now. Not
Did you
like
listen?
that.
Did you listen to me closely? You got to listen to me, brother. I said I've watched great players, all-time great players, get their way. It might have not been in the same way as LeBron, whether it's getting calls on the court or contracts. Normally, great players get their way. That's just how sports work.
I don't know.
It,
I didn't
Okay.
say never seen it got away to like. I understand what you're saying, but you know how I know some we talk about this
but the
sport.
game evolves, though. The game
Yeah, the game
evolves.
has evolved, but I just say I see how the game has evolved. But this is the thing. I know how to separate it because I know people don't know how to put it in it. They don't put it in a proper context, right? I'm just gonna say this, and I mean this with all due respect. I ain't taking nothing away from the man, but this man have getting away with the most have it your way kind of thing that I see anybody in the NBA. I salute him
I,
for that, but
I
then at the
salute you,
same
right?
time,
I,
I salute him for that, but then at the same time, I judge you also for your record of you doing all this. Now you doing all this, and I don't care about the accolades and everything like that, but he's the only player that I've seen can get whatever he wants. No NBA never stops his trade. No NBA never stops his trade. Never been blocked or
I mean,
anything
but
that we know of. That
see
we know of.
this is the thing. Now the Chris Paul trade was an abnormal trade. Any of us watch basketball know that when he was trying to go, he was trying to get traded from a team that didn't have an owner. And I know
Right.
like people like to bring that point up. That is not the conventional. That's not any type of situation that a team LeBron's been on where they trying to trade with a team that's not owned by an individual owner and by other owners paying, having to support that team. That's a whole totally different situation. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen players. Now there was a narrative out there that nobody wanted to play with LeBron. I mean, it's obvious by this free agency. That's far from the truth. But this is the thing. It goes back to this. We're gonna take the names aside. I don't. The league is going to continue to evolve. If we're going
What's
to
up? What's
eventually
up?
have
What's up,
players in the
everybody?
future with the
I get
what's
what you're
going on,
saying, but
if
I get what
if
you're
we're gonna
saying
have
on the
players with the
penalty,
kind of
but
cachet of LeBron, this stuff is not gonna change. So
I
what do
don't
we
think
do?
nobody
Do
be
we
able to
start
go do
watching
the
the
stuff
game?
in my lifetime gonna be able to
Hold
do
up,
what this man has done
hold up,
in the
y'all.
league.
Y'all don't things wide open right now, though. I think anybody can win today because
I think it's still gonna be wide open. I think, but at the same time, this is the thing. This is the thing. It's still gonna be wide open, but at the same time, I'm still gonna give Milwaukee they due diligence because they are the champions. I ain't
Right.
disregarding them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the team that everybody need to be talking about. But one
Right.
thing I understand that The Lakers, out of all the teams that's being constructed right now, the Lakers going to look. I think they're going to be the newest. They're going to have so many veterans, and plus, I just honestly hope. I'm not going to say this because this is one thing I don't understand it when LeBron is there. That's one thing I respect about Kobe. Kobe did play with younger players.
Mm-hmm.
He did. He got through that shit.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Right.
Kobe.
They don't want to talk about that.
That's the difference between Kobe and LeBron. See, LeBron, to him, he didn't have that patience. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's different. That's why I give Kobe a nod. They're like, look, if Komar he had Sasha Vujic, he had Jordan Farmar. Of course, he had D. Fisher. Then he had Shannon Brown. You know what I'm saying? He uses the little guys like that. I mean, they were younger guys.
What you mean by younger players?
I wish I ever see. Only time I seen LeBron did that was with Kuzma, but that was by force. You see what happened?
I'm trying to get what you mean by younger players. Because Kyrie, I mean, when he came back to Cleveland, Kyrie was young. I would assume. I don't know.
He already knew Kyrie was good, though. Kyrie was already an all-star. You know what I'm saying? He knew who he was working with. This is one thing about LeBron. And I give him props about it. He's smart. I give it to him. He's smart. I ain't never seen the NBA like give a person like whatever what he wants kind of thing to anybody than him. But I just be like, wow. And then this is why I know the game has changed. This is the first time for everybody. Now, do I think in my lifetime will I see somebody be able to pick their team like and stack it up like every single year like him? That's yet to be seen. But I get the man credit for that. He could do what he wanted to do. Seem like you see the man violated COVID protocols, and they still didn't suspend him or fine him, but they fined Chris Paul, made him sit out a couple games, and all these other people. Hey, you got to be the man. You got to be the man.
And special people get special treatments, man.
Yeah, I seen Jordan come through the late 80s and 90s change how the game was refereed, and people through the 90s felt like he got a lot of calls that he shouldn't have got. I mean, great players change the games in different ways. Great players get their own way.
I think this right here is for the bad.
Yeah, but T. Price was what to say. This is that it's not to a extent like it's back then. I mean, right now it's.
We cannot be upset with somebody using all the advantages that he has and taking advantage of it.
It's not being, you know what? It's not being. Forget it.
Never mind. Y'all ain't gonna get what we're saying. Exactly.
It don't make no sense.
Hey, but do y'all think he stopped losing patience when?
Hold on, y'all. Let me see who this is, because this person never came. They made sure it ain't no troll. Hold on. Yo.
No, I ain't troll.
What's going on, B?
What's up?
Okay, I never seen you before.
I was just gonna say
on the Lamont channel. What's up, Bees?
What's up?
I was just gonna say, you think LeBron stopped losing patience with young guys after that? He got knocked out by Boston his last year. That year,
yeah, I don't know. I can't speak for LeBron. That's a person you got to personally ask him himself.
Can I give you a different angle on this? You ain't never seen no player do what LeBron do, because there ain't never been a player in professional sports other than Floyd Mayweather that have his clout. Because he has so much clout, you got to give him more than just his contract. I mean, Kawhi Leonard gets some of this.
Here we go, man. You a Bron sexual dog?
Come on, man.
Come on, Reggie. Let him go,
I
Reggie.
criticize Bron just as much as I criticize any player. I'm just calling it down the middle. If I'm in a business,
I'm just like this. Okay, this is how I see it. I'm just gonna nip it in the bud. I said this yesterday. I've been a Lakers fan since I was 4 years old. I'm about to be 43 years old tomorrow. I ain't never seen the Lakers doing what the fuck they doing now.
Right.
In my Laker history of knowing the team. And they ain't never. And this, I'm just gonna say another thing. I'm just gonna harp on this, and I'm just gonna mute it and let y'all continue to hop on. Salute to my boy Boss in the panel in the chat though too, man. Salute moment. I see you, Aries. See you, Aries. In Italian, Madonna Beach. Salute. They ain't never tried to win like this when Kobe Bean Bryant was on the squad.
No.
Never.
Never.
Hey, so you trying to tell me you saying LeBron's special, the most special than Kobe?
This is what a lot of Laker fans feeling right now. I talked to a lot of true Laker fans. They don't like this shit.
That's fine, and that's their right. But you're underestimating this nigga's business acumen.
I'm not underestimating.
We already know. A part of it, we already know about his business acumen.
Come on,
Hey, Bees, we already know about. We already know about his business acumen. We know about club sports. We already know about this nigga got media people on the payroll. We already know about that shit.
Understanding what I'm saying, bro.
B, you gotta understand. This may look good.
Hold on, Lou.
Let it finish. Let it finish.
What I'm saying
is,
if any of us go to a job, you can only get what you can leverage, bro.
Goodness.
Your pay, your special benefits, you can only get what you leverage. When that nigga left Cleveland, bro, they lost $300 million in downtown. That gives him huge leverage, bro. He can come to your team. He can tell you what to do because he making you money. These owners don't care.
He can't go to LA do that.
Yeah, he's doing it right now, bro. These owners don't
yes, he can, Reggie.
About titles.
We was losing 10 years.
He's doing it right now. He's doing it right now.
Shit about
and we was
titles.
losing 10 years in a row.
They
Reggie.
care about their bottom line, bro. And Jeannie Buss raised all ticket prices 20% the day they signed that nigga. That means that's more money in her pocket. She gonna keep that nigga around because that nigga gonna make her money. And he gonna get to do whatever the fuck he want. And you know who created.
So this proves my point. So Bees, you proving my point about them not getting Melo. So he just proved y'all prove my point because y'all say y'all don't know, and then y'all turn around and say he can do whatever the fuck he wants. So which one is it?
I can tell you why he didn't get Melo until this year. There's no way in hell you bring Carmelo Anthony in if you trying to actually make Tues your third star. Because Melo gonna eat his minutes. Kuz gone, Melo can come. But as long as Kuzma was on that team, you ain't bringing Carmelo in. They play the same fucking position.
So which one is it though? Either LeBron control everything or he don't because he was in the first trade offer.
That he didn't.
Y'all just said he do whatever he wants.
No, it ain't y'all, bro. All I said is the man has more power than anybody in sports other than Floyd Mayweather. Those two niggas have parlayed sports like nobody before. And the reason why you got these niggas is because of what the Bulls did to Mike. That
he started
this shit.
The last three people.
You can't even bring Floyd into this, man. Boxing is a whole different. It's an individual sport. You can't even bring Floyd into this.
Boxing is not a team sport.
Yeah, and we all know boxing is corrupt as fuck. So we're not even gonna go there.
But listen though, y'all. Business is business, no matter
bro.
What sport it is.
Niggas be ducking title fights and shit because
Reggie,
of different federations, bro. No, bro, it's not even the same thing.
No, Reggie, but business. Reggie,
all I'm saying, Reggie, is that
business is business.
LeBron is 18-year-old. I thought the nigga was lost his mind. He said he was gonna make $1 billion in the NBA when he was 18. That nigga came in the NBA with this business mindset. He didn't come in. Kobe wanted to be the greatest player to ever play. LeBron wanted to be the greatest businessman that's ever been alive in the NBA.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that's not gonna do it on the court basketball. I get that. I respect this business. We ain't even talking about that. We just talking about on the court. Y'all bring it. I get it. It's intertwined to a certain degree. But
you said how somebody got this power and can stack their team. They ain't T Price. I ain't ever seen anybody get what he gets, and I'm telling you why he's able to do it. It's because he affects the bottom line more than any player that's ever played. This motherfucker got 50 million social media followers, bro. Y'all got to look beyond the court because that's where his power is. His power is in the business.
It's a bunch of fucking casuals. You prove it's a bunch of casual fanboys.
That's what fans are, bro. What are you
bunch
talking
of fucking
about?
casuals,
Different
man.
players.
I'm saying, bro. It's not about.
I get what you're saying. I totally get what you're saying.
Reggie,
like you're not wrong.
It's
a fucking cult. His fans are like fucking cult members.
Fans are
you learn something. Bro. I just want to switch the subject because we ain't going nowhere with this.
Exactly. Yeah. TP. Let me say, TP. I understand what you're saying.
Let me make one more point, my brother. You know who got some of that juice right now, but probably don't got the game to take advantage of it? Zion. Zion came in with the same
That's a
juice
fact.
LeBron did.
Yeah.
If he can grow his game, he gonna do exactly what LeBron doing.
Not just
Zion
Zion.
can't.
Right
Zion will
now,
never
Look,
be
hold
right
on.
like
now,
LeBron.
Hey,
I'm
Bees.
right now,
gonna tell you why.
Hold on. Wait, Reggie. Bees. I agree with you. Not just Zion. Even Luca. If Luca pay attention to the power that he's going to generate in the
Yes,
next couple of years, he
because
could do the
these
same
dudes,
thing.
Luca can sell shit across the world.
Right.
look what they doing.
Luca's a
Look what
better
they doing.
He
basketball
ain't
Hey,
player
gonna
than
be able to
hey,
Zion.
you
get.
got,
He
hey,
ain't gonna
y'all
be
got
able to
look
get
what
what
they
the
trying
hell
to
he
do
want
Luka right
to.
now in the Olympic Games. They trying to sell him as best player in the world right now in the
Bro,
Olympic Games.
Yes,
Luca about
sir.
to win the gold medal, bro. Luca said this shit. He
So
said,
you
"I'm winning
proving
the
our
gold."
point, Reggie?
But look, Luca is a
what
better player than
the
Zion.
hell?
No,
Zion can never be
We're
on
not
bronze
arguing
status
who's a
because
better
I
player.
Zion's
understand,
not a
Reggie.
family man. He got a
I,
lot of
I'm
extra shit in
saying
his personal life that
right,
LeBron never had going on.
right.
If
But
y'all been paying attention,
Zion had the clout when he came in the league.
but
This
Right.
he
nigga
ain't.
got the president of the United States to come to his basketball game, bro.
Right.
But he can't.
That nigga got clout,
But
bro.
he not. Zion not smart. He's not a smart dude.
Right, but
How
he
you
He's
know that,
Zion dumbing in a
Reggie?
box of rocks, dog.
How you
That
know
nigga
that,
dumbing in a
Reggie?
fucking box of rocks.
Reggie, how do you
If
know
you look,
that?
LeBron James. I always say LeBron James is a genius. If you look at the way
Reggie, how
LeBron
do
has
you know
moved,
that, Reggie?
bruh, look at his actions, dog. This nigga Zion, bruh, come on.
How do you know
LeBron would
that though,
never
Reggie?
all the shit, all the dumbass shit Zion been doing that could affect his reputation. The bottom line,
Reggie,
LeBron would
how
never
do you
do,
know this brother's not intelligent, bro?
bruh. How do you know somebody's not intelligent when you meet him?
I never say he wasn't intelligent or not. You the one that claimed that. I'm asking you, how do you know? Since you claimed
Because
that.
if we compare Zion and LeBron, there's no
Stop
fucking
comparing him
comparison,
to
He
dog.
somebody
compare a lot
else.
of people
Compare him
Y'all
to
to
brought him
himself.
up. Bees
intelligence.
brought him up. So if
Reggie,
Bees brought him
compare
up,
no,
Zion to Zion.
I was just saying that Zion came in the league with
Bro,
a
that's a
lot of
shame you
clout.
call a brother
That's
intelligent
all
or
I'm
not
saying.
intelligent
I
and you don't
don't
even
know
know him,
if
it
bro.
he'll
don't,
be
man.
able to
Bro,
take advantage
it
of
is
it,
what it is,
but he
dog.
had it when he came
That's a
in the
shame,
league.
bro.
Man, God, I don't want to hear that. Oh, it's a brother. He ain't. Man, come on, dog. If you dumb in a box of rocks, you dumb in a box of rocks,
But
man.
I'm
It is
asking
what
you,
it is.
what evidence do you have to prove that he's not intelligent?
Based on his actions,
What
I'm not gonna
actions?
say he's
Trying
intelligent,
to fuck a
but
couple
You
hoes?
speaking vague. You speaking
Right.
vague.
Trying to fuck a couple hoes and stuff
and
and
I'm
make
not
him
saying
not
the
intelligent?
fact that he doing it, but bro, like LeBron would never. But LeBron care about his image so much he would never. I'm not saying we don't know what the
How
hell
do you
LeBron be doing
know,
behind the scenes.
Reggie?
LeBron would never let this shit happen, dog. He got better
Reggie.
people. LeBron surround himself with people that's smarter than him for the most part. Besides this whole like race thing that happened with Rachel Nichols and the white man and all this other shit that was secretly recorded. So it wasn't even their fault. It was the fact that she didn't know how to work the equipment and she left the shit recorded. So
Man, we
if
talking
she
about
would have,
something different. Let's go
I
back
know,
to the
but what I'm
point that
saying,
LeBron James, the control that he has with the Lakers, bro.
because
Let's
he's
get
a
back to that
genius.
point.
I'll admit that. I've always said LeBron James is a great player. He's an all-time great. He's a genius. I always said he's a high IQ player. He's a high IQ person on and off the court. I've always said that, but and I just don't think you could compare Zion to LeBron.
But
I just
listen, you
don't.
can't hate. LeBron is a special person, right? So you can't hate when special people get special things, bro. You have to let it be.
But the thing about LeBron is he disingenuous about it. Like him and his fans that cap, he
But
could
you
do no
judging, but you
wrong.
All
judging off his
fans
character.
cap, bro.
Yeah, you judging off his character. We're not talking about his character, bro.
Yeah, let's go to the next subject because let's go to the next
Hey,
subject.
y'all feel? Hey,
Because
how y'all
this nigga
feel?
could do no wrong.
I knew
He played with
this was
bums
going.
his
I knew
whole
it was going
career.
this
Hey,
way.
y'all.
That's why I
Because
don't
he
like
played
to
with bums his
understand
whole
Let's go
things.
to the
career,
next
right? That's what
subject.
they
Nobody
say.
has said that.
Hey,
That's
how
but
y'all
that's what his
feel
fans
about
say. If you talk to Spiffy and
Reggie, bro.
CJ and all them niggas,
But
that's what
we
they
we
and
ain't
Ty.
said that
Thing
though.
is the conversation always go right. Can never
Hey,
stay.
y'all. How y'all feel about free agency? The free agency and shit.
Hey, the Bulls, y'all making good moves, Big Worm.
Man, the
Yeah,
Bulls
yeah,
on
we're doing
point.
something. We're doing a
Yeah,
little bit of
exactly.
something, man.
Man, y'all gonna be top 5 seed, man.
Y'all could build up on that bench. Y'all got something going, bro.
Man,
Yeah.
DeRozan with
As
yeah,
a Bulls
that
fan, I can as a
nigga, y'all
Bulls
gonna be
fan, I
the
can
new
finally
Lob
talk to
City.
you again.
Dog, DeRozan and Lonzo throwing full court lobs to DeRozan and fucking Levine.
And
Ooh,
I'm gonna
shit.
tell you, DeRozan gonna show out too. Watch.
I think Levine and Lonzo gonna be a nasty duo,
Yeah,
man.
Levine. Yeah, that's gonna be a nasty combination right
One
there.
thing y'all
Now,
can't
I
do,
don't like
Big Worm.
nobody bash. This is the thing. I've been watching Levine since he was in high school at Seattle. Man, I knew that dude just needed his fair chance, man. It's just his due diligence.
And
Hey,
he's
tree
gonna
price, man.
he's so hey, I don't know how you feel, Lou, but hey, how you feel, how I
No,
feel.
he been crying about he need help all these years, man. He finally got
Okay,
help.
he got it. Lou gotta give him a
Yeah,
chance
give
to
him a
get it, bro.
chance. Hey, Lou. Hey, Lou.
Hey,
Lou.
man, he just got the
big bro.
motherfuckers, Lou.
Hey, big
They ain't played the game yet, bro.
Exactly. Let's wait and see, man.
Hey, Lou.
No, I'm just upset what he said about his contract, man. Talking about I won't
Hey, man,
respect
that
him.
man do it. Hey,
big bro. Hey,
I'm
big
not
bro.
gonna get in that man's pocket, man. That man
from
do deserve
another
it. You know what
bullshit.
that man been through? That man came from an ACL and came back like he ain't nothing. Didn't have
Hey,
he
Big
never had
Worm.
an ACL. Now that motherfucker jump even higher. Seem like
Say Big
God
Worm.
damn.
Yeah, right.
Yo,
Big Worm.
What's good? What's good?
If y'all let Lonzo be Lonzo,
Nah, well, see, that's
y'all
why
team.
I think that's why I think he's coming here, big bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you
let him be him.
right, yeah. Hey, y'all can go to man. I'm telling you, bro. If y'all let Lonzo unlock,
hey, big bro, hold on real quick. Lou. Hey, big bro, listen. I know how you feel, man, but we got what he wanted right now. Let's see how he does this season. You know what I'm saying?
And y'all gotta also forget he got traded to y'all team.
Yeah, but see, we can't
as a key figure for y'all going forward.
Keep trying to destroy Levine because he wants to get paid. Now listen, he got pieces around him now. Let's see what they do. If they do what they got to do and get to the playoffs, you know Levine is gonna get paid. But now he got pieces, so it's no excuses, man. It's no
excuse, not right.
And you got good guards, and y'all got good guard play. Y'all got good guard play. Y'all got good guard play.
You know what's crazy, Lou? We didn't even have to get rid of Lloyd Marketing.
Nope.
Lauren Marketing needs to step up to the plate.
Our starting five will be Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine.
Man, I hate the fact, man. I don't like Lori Marketing, man. Like,
yeah, but maybe, hey, man, maybe this shit will give him a boost or something, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you never know, man. If Lloyd Marketing step up, man, you know, hey, that's one of the best star five in the NBA.
Man, we already know Denzel Valentine gonna lead y'all to the promised land, bro.
Man, fuck that.
Oh my God,
Hey, nigga, hey, he got that 4.5 on his back. Y'all already know how he
stand Denzel Valentine, man.
Come on,
when he was in college,
Bulls fans' worst nightmare, nigga.
College, I was like, even in college, I thought he was overhyped. Even in college, I thought he was overhyped.
The Reg, you crazy,
bro. That's like, hey, you say that name, you get any Bull fan tight as a motherfucker, dog.
Right?
Hey, Reggie, I'll take a risk over that, dog.
It's another one. This is another nigga. If I say Fred Hoiberg, and Denzel Valentine. Fred Hoiberg, nigga.
Hey, Lou. Hey, you see the Bulls were gonna fucking pay Felicio $60 million?
Oh yeah, I see that shit,
Bro,
dog.
I'm like, man, they better not, man. And they got fucking DeRozan, but they were gonna pay this motherfucker $60 million.
Yo, hey, the Bulls is wilding, bro.
Our front office,
I think it's really had Floyd Hoiberg as their coach.
Reggie, one thing I will admit, our front office has always made some dumb decisions, dog. You know what I'm saying? We made some bullshit decisions, but the new GM and shit look like he's trying to make some moves. So, you know, let's see how this shit rock, man. Hopefully, it starts getting better for the city, man.
Hey, like you said,
I'm gonna say this, man.
Man, if DeMarcus Cousins out there, go ahead and get him.
Get him. Let's get it. Yeah, him. Hey, look at JaVale McGee too. JaVale McGee.
Yeah, McGee's already signed with somebody.
JaVale McGee already signed.
Who he signed with?
Okay.
The Denver. Who did he sign with?
No, he signed with the Suns.
Yeah, he signed with Phoenix.
Shit.
Yeah.
He signed with Phoenix?
Hey, y'all heard Whiteside signing with Jazz tonight.
Hey, did Rudy Gay sign with the Jazz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did?
Damn.
They also got Whiteside.
Yeah, Whiteside, man, he ain't. Come on, Lou. Come on, big bro. Come on, man. We're talking about Whiteside, man. Come on. If he could stay, if he was the player.
Is that a super team, Reggie, with Rudy Gay in the Jazz?
No,
I'm just trying to get the qualifier.
Rudy Gay,
I'm just trying to get a qualifier.
I believe it's wide open right now because I think every team.
Oh no, I know you do. You the super. You the super team litmus test.
Sticker man.
If we could get Boogie, if we could sign Boogie, man, let's get fuck it. I'll take Boogie for a year or something. Let's get him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So nephew, you told him to take Boogie for a year rental.
Yeah, hell yeah, why not?
Okay, I see that. I see that.
You know, let's get him in there, man. Hey, we got but C2. You know that'll be good because Boogie can come off the bench. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got Kobe
Kobe White leading that squad off the bench. So,
Hey, you know what you call will play Boogie too.
oh, Billy Donovan, hell yeah.
Also, Big Ron,
right on the bench.
a lot of y'all games last year was close games, so hopefully y'all can finish those games this year.
Oh yeah, if they got the crew what Big Word talking about, they gonna finish. Now some of them games they gonna get blown. They gonna blow them teams out because they do got the firepower.
But see,
Who's that point guard y'all got? His name was that Kobe White. He's pretty good.
He's gonna be our sixth man. But this is what
I like
want.
him.
And Tyree brought up a good point. Tyree brought up a great point. I want Lonzo to go there and play his game. I don't want him to be fucking limited. I want him to play his own game. Get out open and run. All he needs
but you know what? If we know about Billy Donovan, he was a point guard. So he gonna tell him, he said, yo, just play your game. So that ain't gonna be no problem.
He likes a 3-guard lineup, huh? That's what he like. He likes a 3-guard lineup.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's gonna be played right in Lonzo's hands. So that part we should not worry about it or because Dom go get the ball. Listen, here you go. Do your thing.
Billy Donovan like defense too.
Another thing, all these
he like defense, but I'm saying, Lonzo will get some steals. That's what I'm saying. That's a good look right there for Chicago. It's a good look.
Hey, South, all these damn Bulls fans, I've been arguing with them all day, big bro. Ever since we got DeRozan, they're like, we going to the finals. I'm like, man, calm down now, y'all.
Yeah, y'all a super team now, man. Y'all better not win nothing this year. It's gonna be an asterisk.
Look, I disagree with the fact they're not a super team, and no disrespect to the Bulls and DeRozan, but nigga, DeRozan had a better team in Toronto. And he couldn't even sniff the finals, dog. So what make them? I mean, I granted they was going against LeBron and shit, but they couldn't get to the finals. He couldn't get to the finals with the Raptors. So.
But let me say this, Big Worm.
First, man, we got to get the playoffs, man. That's it. We got to focus on trying to get the playoffs.
For y'all, for this to really work, in my opinion, Levine really gonna have to step his game up. And I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about just. I'm not talking about just his. His production. I'm talking about as far as him being a leader and and being the best player and being a leader on the team and say, this is how we gonna go out here and win.
Hey, South, remember the other day we were talking about this. You know what I'm saying? You were telling me the same thing, that Levine gotta be a leader. He gotta lead by example. So I'm hoping he does, man. And now, like what Lou was saying, he complained.
I think he will.
But you know what? He with the U.S. team, and usually when we play U.S. team, you had a better perspective. So I think Levine gonna have a better perspective. I think he gonna be okay.
He can coach right too, man. And then he got good people in his ear, man. I always been a big supporter of Levine, man. Even since he got drafted, man. And I know Chicago. I know Chicago. I know how Lou feel about Chicago's expectations there, but hey, y'all trending in the right direction right now.
I'm gonna tell you something. AT Price, hey, big bro. I damn near was in tears when D Rose got injured. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't had shit since D Rose, really, bro.
Right,
D Rose teams. So I man, listen, Lou. I feel your pain, big bro, but hey man, I feel the same way, man. But I gotta give Levine a chance, man. You know why? Because he got what he wanted. I think that's why he asked for money, so he can get his pieces around him. Now he got a couple pieces. I'm not expecting crazy shit from us, but I think we're going in the right direction. You know what I'm saying?
We're going in the right direction, right?
I keep telling y'all, it's like I said this on the channel. With Miami, Chicago, Indiana, and all these teams are back relevant in the East. I'm telling you, it's gonna be back relevant. Chicago, Indiana, New York, and Miami.
I don't even count. No. I don't count New York yet. I got to see what
New York yet, but I'm just saying. But when New York is back in the playoffs, in the thick of things.
Oh yeah, okay. I got
you. Year, it's better for basketball, man.
Hey, T-Rice.
It is right.
That's the best basketball. Period.
I got you, TP. I got you.
I don't know if it's true, but I heard something about that the Nets might be trying to work out something to get some bonus.
Yeah, South. They're trying to. They're willing to.
Hey, it's like this. It's LeBron versus KD going. Who's doing who's going to get the most? And this is why I don't understand it with. And that's one thing I like about Ticket. Even myself, you got to be straight way down the middle. I know you the only one I know that get you and another person I know really gives him. I hear said that nobody else will never say come out their mouth. You feel what I'm saying? It's everybody else's fault but LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? But to me, that's why I don't get mad at why y'all get mad at KD. LeBron did the same exact thing. I don't care. Y'all sit there and say, oh, it was still free agency, just like KD was free agency.
Yeah.
Right.
So
you know, the only difference between
that's how the media is too. You see how the media threw their little extras in it. They ain't like what KD did when they glorified LeBron when he did it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, this nigga KD and LeBron is having a stack off, man.
Right.
Right.
They going crazy. I'm like,
the only difference is between Brooklyn and LA right now. Brooklyn it's more younger team in the Lakers right now.
hey, Brooklyn might get fucking Kyle Kuzma.
I don't think they too much younger than the Lakers.
Yeah, that you hear your nephew.
Hey,
you heard that, right?
You heard about that, South? They might trade.
What'd you say now?
They might try. They're trying to get Kuzma.
They're trying to trade Dinwiddie for Kuzma and Harrell.
Yup. That's in talks now.
That's gonna be crazy, man. These dudes going nuts with that stacking, man.
But you see what happened though.
That's why I just can't
Hold
put
on,
these
y'all
players.
Y'all didn't catch that. Hold on. Y'all didn't catch that though.
Go ahead, bro.
The Wizards just want to get off Westbrook contract, so they don't. So they traded. They got off Wall, and they got Westbrook for a year. Then they got off Westbrook contract. They took them two just to trade them again. So they didn't really want Kuzma. They just wanted to get off Westbrook contract. Y'all get it.
But if Kuzma go to the Nets,
because Kuzma the only true value in that trade because people feel like that they could get something.
If Kuzma go to the Nets, he gonna make that Nets. He gonna make that Nets bench very strong.
If he play like he played in LA, he won't. But hopefully he play better with another team.
I think he would.
But also too, see, like some players, even though a lot of people don't give them their credit, they do play better when they lead LeBron.
Yeah, thank you.
They don't give people their credit. They want to shit on people that they know they ain't got no stats to back it up with.
Right, you noticed that, right? Exactly.
Yeah, I've been noticed to play for years.
Do you think if Kuzma goes to the Nets, South, that he's gonna start?
What's up with y'all niggas, man? Salute. What up, South? What up?
Nephew, I don't think he's gonna start. I don't think he's gonna start, but I know he gonna get some playing time.
I hear y'all, man. This shit, man.
That nigga just cut off
to the
everybody.
homie, though, too, man. At least to the homie Bees, man. Ain't no disrespect, bro, but I understand exactly where you're coming from, brother. I appreciate that little information, man. At least you came up here, wasn't trying to change anything, but like I say, you learn something every day. You know what I'm saying? But but that analogy with that boxing shit, that's only where I got lost because boxing and basketball to me are
totally
different things. So that was just
South. So if they was to pull that off, do you think they're both coming off the bench, Kuzma and Harrell, or who do you think fits in that lineup to start?
I mean, who knows there? I mean, Kuzma. The thing with the Nets better figure out. See, the Nets got a squad where they can play small ball.
Yeah,
right.
But Milwaukee still could be a problem for them, even though they lost Tucker, because they kind of punish you when you try to play small ball because they rebound the ball so well. You know what I'm saying? So they need to get some rim protection and they need to get some rebounding. If they not, I mean, if Jordan is beyond his prime, I guess he's just on the team because Durant want him there. But they're gonna have to find some rim protection and rebounding.
That's what I'm saying. They'll fuck around and give Washington Dinwiddie and what's his name Jordan for probably Kuzma and Harrell.
But see, they still don't show up their issue though. That's why that's interesting.
Yeah, it's still small. Yeah, you need some bigs over there, man.
And my point about Kuzma, I only see Kuzma playing good on a team that's not playing for nothing. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just feel like he's not a guy that can play for a team that's playing for something and have a
team with stars and
like
shit.
have a very concentrated role.
But listen,
ball, man.
Hey, if he goes to the Nets, I guarantee you he'll get more playing time he did.
Yes, he would. That's right. That's what I'm saying. You gonna see the
thing.
But he got minutes in the Lakers though.
What you say?
He played minutes with the
Lakers. They really used that man. The Lakers ruined that man confidence. And to me, this is just my honest opinion of Kuzma.
Yes, I did give away his jersey. Somebody kindly gave him back to me. They was fresh though. Still had the tag still on there because he made me so mad.
Right.
Because because he was the only one that was still left from the team. You know what I'm saying?
Kuzma played 28 minutes in the 28.7 minutes this year. I don't know if that's not a
I
lot of
watched a lot
minutes.
of Laker games. He didn't play them minutes like that. Not
No,
like I said.
I'm just
I understand
looking
what
at
you
it
said
right
with
now.
stats, right? But I seen games where Kuzma really was cooking. Vogel take him out. Then all of a sudden when they need to run, okay, go in and point it back in. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Right,
He always
exactly.
getting blown out. The man's out of his rhythm. I thought he played better starting. When they started, he played well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. The man came in starting.
I just think he a player that can play one way. It's like he can play. He only know how to play with the green light. He don't got the green light all the time.
That's your opinion. Yeah, that's your opinion. I don't
Because
think so.
Before LeBron came and all that, he didn't really have no structured role. He had the green light, especially after LeBron retired, and you seen him go out there and just play free. But playing on the team where he,
but whoever played with LeBron, they always got to change their game.
He always got it. Yeah.
It's always change their game.
A lot of people, a lot of LeBron fans too. They don't understand that too. They always want to use it like they always want to say. I know you don't use yourself. I know you ain't gonna respond. They always want to say Kyrie's a bum. They want to say Kevin Love's a bum. They want to say everybody else is a bum, but him. You know what I'm saying? This way you just get. It's like, dude, this way with me, I don't knock whoever you play with. I don't do that. Especially y'all been drafted together and you've been working together, even if do trade or something like that. That's different. Nowadays, I really begin to see a U-Haul, and the Lakers really showing it. I ain't never seen the Lakers do it like up to this degree. Like, dude, I remember when Kobe was on his latter years, they wasn't trying to win. They just had Kobe as the main attraction. They wasn't even trying to build a team around this man.
What happened? What happened is they tried to acquire players. Kobe sat down with some players. They decided not to come, and then they started to. Now this actually happened because Aldridge talked about it. Players actually didn't want to come, and then they went into their rebuilding years. And then that last year Kobe played, instead of developing players, they made that a whole Kobe tribute of him going out, just playing, going out there. There wasn't no focus on developing young players that last year. It was all a tribute for Kobe. So that was kind of a marketing tool they used. Because they couldn't get players to come.
I better
they
get
really
in my
couldn't.
house, man. Some crazy white girl came from my car, asking me talking some crazy shit.
You pulling them snow bunnies, Lou?
No, man.
Yo,
Sweet Lou got the song.
Yo, Lou, you live near the mountains, man. Yo, you got snow bunny in the mountains, man. Tell the truth.
No, I was just mind my own business. Mind my own business, man.
Nah, you said that too quick.
Tell her mama say Snowflake. What's up?
No, she seemed like she was homeless, man. So,
no, I'm saying, you can
Yeah,
tell
mud cricket.
You can tell I got that chocolate milk.
Yeah, mud shark. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question for the panel,
you ain't
man.
gonna give me hung like you ain't gonna give me hung.
Yo, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be rude, argue none of that bullshit. I don't got the energy for it. But with the Zion shit that Reggie was touching on earlier, do you think he could be successful in New Orleans Pelicans, or do you think that he's gonna eventually want to leave, and try to form a super team, for the future and shit? And another thing with Devontae Graham going over there, do you think that he'll be successful in that system with the Pelicans with Brandon Ingram?
No,
I think he can. This is the only reason I'm saying that. I've been watching the man play at Kansas. This man can adapt to anything. That man can adapt to anything. That man had the latest turn, everything. And then I understand I have confidence in him, but I think Devontae Graham can play with anybody, though. Mm-hmm. He used to play with players that are better than him. So he ain't gonna come in there with no ego. Yes, he is going to another conference, but that's why I tell people. So my homeboy asked me that earlier too. He was like, "Dude, it don't matter
You play East Conference, just like majority of your games compared to the what you call it. Then you play against the Western team. You only play the Western team twice. East you play 4 times. Okay, I think he can do it anywhere. I'm confident in him. I like what they doing in New Orleans though. They got Valanciunas. That was a steal.
Yeah. With him not playing behind
he's a bruiser. He's a bruiser, and
Melo.
and he can hit that jumper, and he can hit the 3 ball too. They just lose defense. They just lose defense when it comes to, of course, Steven Adams. But even Steven Adams now, I seen him shoot a 3-point. I was like, whoa, they really trying to get these players these big guys to really jump on the bus with that.
I think Zion could be successful anywhere he goes, but he's leaving New Orleans first thing smoking. He's out of there. He getting out of Dodge ASAP as soon as he can. Whether it be trade, honor his contract and leave.
You think he's gonna end up really playing with his do you think that they would go to stay in a small market team, or what big market team do you think would be looking to get they would be looking to go to? I know that we don't know where they would go, but like where you think would be a good fit for them to team up if they did happen to do that?
New York. New York's always a possibility. Anywhere honestly that has cap space and room.
Hey y'all,
that's a big market.
Hey, my bad, Reggie. I want to say real quick, shout out to my nigga D Rose, man, for getting his bread, man.
Oh yeah, speaking of New York, yeah, D Rose got paid.
Yeah, nephew. I agree. I just want the Knicks, man. Come on, make some moves, man. Please, these guys. And I mean, I like Grimes, and I like the other young boy. I like them.
I don't see Devontae Graham fixing their issues. I mean, like, yeah, he's a cool player. He's all right. To me, he's not a starter. He's not better than Lonzo to me. I know people. He might score more points. He might be a better scorer, but a basketball player, no. Like he don't. I don't know if he's gonna get.
Hey, the Brooklyn Nets got Patty Mills got Patty?
Yeah, they picked up Patty
Mills.
Whoa,
time out. Am I hearing this say that again?
Yeah, man, we're stacking the deck, dog.
The Nets got Patty.
You mean the Nets got Patty?
Hey, I love Patrick Mills, man.
Me too.
I always love his game, man.
That's on the road.
I remember. This is one thing. This is why I respect this man, though. Honestly, I watched him in college, and then I remember when they played against the. They was in the finals. They played against the Heat, of course. He was the last man on the bench, and he was still cheering on his teammates and everything. Last man on the bench,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And everybody want to say it's that system and all that other stuff, but I've been trying to tell people Patty could get buckets, man. He could get buckets, man.
T. Price, I remember when Patty Mills was on the. I remember when he was on the Trailblazers. When he was like the third or second point guard coming off the bench, like 10th man, 11th man in the rotation. He was a bucket. I remember before I was watching them Trailblazers. I used to watch the Trailblazers sometimes. I'm like, damn. And then I played with him on 2K9, way the fuck back when.
Hey, I was gonna say this, MAN. Yes, this is the thing y'all need to understand. You got to put, and I'm breaking this down in proper context. Yes, there has been super teams in every generation, every era it has been, but back then they done it through the draft,
right? And that's
the Lakers. That was the difference. Like what to me, the last thing that the Golden State Warriors did was, even though before they got KD and all this other stuff, it was they did it through the draft. They did it organically. And then they got one piece. They got a couple pieces here and there. That's what the 80s was about. That's what the Lakers did. That's what the Celtics did. You know what I mean? Detroit, they basically kept their core, one person, two person, missed the link. Boom. That's how it was back then. You know what I mean? Even Mike teams was like that. The Lakers was back there with Kobe and Shaq.
Right.
And then it was Kobe and Gasol. Basically the same thing. Now it's just you win the championship and you playing with a brand new team, brand new teammates. Nobody on your team won a ring except one person. That's the person you brought up. I'm just saying, just in case. I'm just using that for example, for instance. You know what I'm saying? You don't got nobody else playing with you because you're the only person. Everybody else gone. This is how crazy how this man. Like I said, I never. I scratch my head and try to grasp it, man. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But like I said, like I tell people, y'all can glorify it, y'all can love it, y'all can like it. But when a man lose, I don't want to hear no goddamn excuses. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear no excuses. I know y'all gonna get. I know it's gonna be everybody's fault, but that nigga though.
Yep. TP, can I say something?
Or anybody else that's a scapegoat on anybody's team for any superstar. Go ahead, Brian.
No, this is exactly what this one I've been saying. This I'm along the same lines with you. You know, see what T Price was saying when they had the super teams, when they was drafting, and even we can go back like the Minneapolis Lakers, 1950. I know y'all ain't gonna go way back, but I'm going way back then. When they lose, the whole team lose. And what they do, they keep their core, and they like TP was saying, they work around and they got better and better and better. And then you see it throughout the 70s, you see it throughout the 80s and stuff. Look at I'll give you case in point. Look at the Philadelphia 76ers of 67, 68. That's you know, the late great Will Chamberlain led the lead, the first center led the lead in assists because they ain't have to score because they work as a team. But they are always teams has been always drafted. They always been draft great players. And they keep their core and they tune around. I give you a case in point. 78, 79, Seattle Supersonics and Washington Bullets. They play each other in the NBA Finals. You know, they build throughout the draft and everything. And I'm just saying that, you know, if when TP was saying this about LeBron, you hear what I'm saying, that the thing that I'm not saying y'all. What you're missing is this, that if you recruit players and you said that you want them to play within your style, all right, that's well and good and everything. But when you lose, you gotta take the blunt because you asked for it and you got it. And I think that's the thing that we have to understand, this, that there is a different time. Yes, it is. I totally agree with that. That's why, like, when we see like Milwaukee, that's why I like Milwaukee, because they in a way they did with the draft too. And that's all I'm gonna say about that.
I mean,
and also to the old boy, and also, hey, Clay. Let me just say something. I know everybody want to discredit Klay Thompson. He had Clay was gonna do his thing regardless of the figure, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
That's what y'all fail to realize. Like some people who really don't really like watch Klay Thompson. Clay been doing that shit since he was in college, man. And then I seen his transition to the league, and see him and see Steph. They can't do nothing without each other. This proves. I sat there and said this on Ticket Channel when they lost him again. I said, watch, you're gonna see the most important of the team is Klay Thompson. It's not Draymond Green. It's Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson don't never get his credit. He'll never get his credit. Nothing. They always get Draymond and Steph all the fucking credit. They don't. Klay just sit back in the wind, just like, but he's a true professional because he had a dad. He's played for the Lakers. I admire him not jumping the ship, and I knew that because I read it yesterday that Steph was going to sign the extension to stay with the Warriors. That's why the Lakers are doing what they're doing, you know, with the rumors out talking about they was going to play together or whatever like that. But I didn't see that happening. But as far as the NBA concerned, a lot of teams got a lot to say. This shit ain't even over yet either. We got a way to talk about this all the way to October when the season starts.
I mean, my thing about the free agency, I like what's going on because more teams, they got a fighting chance now. Not all the teams, but some of the teams are kind of fighting back. They're getting players and shit like that. So it's not the same 2, 3, or 4 teams stacking the deck. It's other smaller teams or other teams are actually getting talent as well. So if they're gonna do it, at least the other teams have a chance to fight back. So, I mean, it's not ideal. It is what it is. Like, they say, like y'all say, it's a business, blah, blah, blah. But it's good to see that teams like the Bulls, even though the Bulls are a big market team, but they've been terrible for so long. So it's good to see the Bulls, the Magic draft, they had a good draft night. The Mavericks, they got a star. Phoenix, they tune up their roster. Utah is getting better. Charlotte making moves. The Wizards, they're a big market team, but they've always been terrible. So I'm just glad to see other teams besides like Miami, LA, Brooklyn stacking the deck. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm just happy for, and this is the thing too. This is me all, and this is one thing about me. That's why I learned about being a Laker fan. I just don't see the degree of Laker fans now how it was like the people that I know that are still Laker fans hold on to by a thread. They ain't officially with the Lakers. They are like officially off the bandwagon too, but they still root for the Lakers. I learned how to take losses. I know how to just be competitive. I'm not just some spoiled. They make it seem like the Lakers some rich behind franchise got to win every single year and all this other stuff. I'm used to them winning, but I'm used to them going through growing pains. I've seen them actually put teams together and work through free agency to add a piece here and there and got a draft and all this. I've seen them also do it the right way too. This new way shit, I'm just not with that shit. That's why, out of all due respect, I wish them the best of luck. I'm not going to hate on them. But at the same time, do I pick them to win next year? No. I just can't do that. I got to give Milwaukee they due respect. Milwaukee are the champs. As of right now, they are the champs. So somebody knocked them off. And everybody else got to say so it too. Everybody always want to say, oh, if the Nets would have had fully healthy, they was going to do. We can say that about every team. Stop. I don't like when people take credit for somebody winning. Because LeBron did it last year. Did nobody say it the year before? Nobody didn't say anything about. But when he's not in it, he had to go against this player. He had to go against this player, dude. We can do that about every player championship run. But the majority of players that I seen, they literally played against teams at full strength. They may have lost one player, but it wasn't a big player of their team. And that's all I got to say.
I got a question for you, Reggie.
Well, I was going to actually ask a question to you, T. Price, and the rest of the panel. Maybe either one, anybody, a freak question for everybody. And this is a question you asked me earlier, but I want to actually hear y'all answer it.
Let me blaze my blunt, man. Cause I know it's about 11 o'clock.
And I wish Tyree Love wouldn't have left either, because I wanted to ask him. But
winning in the East,
how can we bring the balance back to the NBA? What can we do to bring
balance? Have this conversation all the time. It ain't gonna happen.
Only way, I already told him, he kind of combated. The only way you offset this is if you eliminate the small market.
Mm-hmm.
I actually agree with that. I agree with it.
Now you get what I've been saying the whole time.
No, I agree with it, and I'll take it a step further. I think,
but then you eliminate job though.
Yeah, so I think you got to eliminate the small market teams, and then you have to, not all of them, but some of them, maybe like a handful of them, like the Memphis. And it's not just the NBA; it's jobs in their communities and stuff like that. Everything gets affected. Tourism. So everything is affected by the elimination of these teams.
Now you're starting to think about the business side, because you're a intelligent person, Reggie, but when you be talking about these players and this and that, you don't think about the business side. And that's I'm glad Bees came here. I know him from other panels. He don't even think LeBron top 5 best player in the league right now. So he's not a LeBron sexual like you think, bro. I'm telling you. I know Bees from other panels, but he came in to let you because people forget, and the whole prospect is this is entertainment to fans, but it's a business to the people that own these facilities, own these organizations, and the players are like the product. Just to be said, just to keep it in simple terms, you might not like the term, but the players are like product. The players that can bring you more money, they have more longitude and latitude about the process in which they and what in their situation. Just like when you work at a job, the salesman that makes the most money, he gonna be able to do a little bit more than the motherfuckers ain't bringing in sales. That's just how life works. But in the whole prospect of being fans, we forget about all that stuff because we want to see stuff how we want it and wants the shit to play out like we want it to play out. But that ain't how it worked though.
I agree. I get what you're saying. I think for the NBA to go back to, or to take the next step,
it's not gonna go back. It's just an offset.
Right.
You have to offset it.
Offset it. Right. They got to change the rules back too. Like I think they need to make bring the rules back to like they keep the offensive rules, keep that, let them score the points, keep all that shit they had for the offense, but they got to bring back some of that defensive rules they had in the early 2000s.
They're never gonna do that. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen.
No.
And
too many sponsors invest in that.
You know what I said it on the panel before. You know what I think they need to do? They should make it to where you can't set a pick unless you inside the 3-point line. Like you could be a foot inside of it. You shouldn't be able to set. You shouldn't be able to set picks while nigga picking up full court.
Yeah,
because number one, that's dangerous anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Because LeBron, he did it, and he damn near got dude concussion. There's a little white dude that played for the Warriors, man. He set the pick. The dude's shoulder hit his head hit his fucking shoulder, man. He swore he ran into a brick wall. Oh my god! Damn.
All that shit having like a line. It could be a line just right when you pass half court, but you probably like a foot or two before the 3-point line, to where it's like a line. I don't know what you would call it, but you can't set no picks unless you inside that line. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they don't even do that shit in college, really. I'm like, man, if you need a pick and you at the fucking full court, man, you just don't need to be handling the ball. Come on, dog. Nigga putting pressure on you, need a fucking pick, and you way the fuck down there on the other side of the court. Man, I get it.
Every sport is every offense sells on every sport. Just like we look at football. Offense sells. Come on, offensive central. So that's not gonna really happen, man.
But
Nobody wants to watch defense.
People like to see motherfuckers get knocked the fuck out, though. That's the difference. People like to see that shit, man. Motherfuckers he get that hospital pass thrown between the hash marks. Motherfucker linebacker, damn fucking safety come out. Ooh, shit. Like people like to see that shit though. That shit is nice.
People like to see that, but even in football they've stopped some of that. So that's not they not.
At the scrimmage you came 5 yards you could. I mean, defensive play could bunk.
You seen them niggas in that game winner? Yeah, I seen that shit, bro. I knew they was gonna hit it, man. And the other team had too many chances, man. Hey, this is one thing we can't do, y'all. This is one thing we can't do. Of course, Larry Bird played with Hall of Famers. He got drafted with them. Right. And the player was already on their team.
Larry Bird's nice. Three-time MVP.
This is one thing I don't understand about people. This is one thing I don't understand about people is that on my channel, I'm going to stress this. I'm going to continue to stress it. I don't take away from nobody who they played with. I cannot do that. At the end of the, like everybody always want to say that, and this is the main case of point right here. Shaq and Kobe. What they always say. Kobe carried Shaq. Bullshit. Kobe was always in the gym. So how in the hell he was always carrying Shaq? They both complimented each other. They both worked together.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this nigga say I need to hit the lottery and buy the league, bro. That's me hitting the lottery is like 1 year of an average role player salary, bro. The fuck.
The lottery ain't gonna pay for no team.
Nigga, the lottery. These niggas pay more than
these are proper contests too. People, I mean,
they just show you where these niggas head at, bro. These niggas don't.
Yeah, y'all can't discredit. Of course, Bird, of course, Jordan, of course. Hey, when you get drafted with these teams, you can't help who you can't. It ain't like Michael Jordan or it ain't like Larry Bird already knew before draft day. Oh, I want to play with this player. That's the difference between back then. Back then, they actually reward you for being in college. They didn't draft you on fucking potential.
Then you got to play all 4 years,
and then you didn't produce in your 4 years. You wasn't gonna get another contract.
Nope.
I think that's one of the biggest things that made the product go bad is because the NBA. Because now even if you didn't play all 4 years, you played 2-3 years and you did something in college, you were proven. So like now we drafting dudes who this nigga go to college for a year, miss half the college season because he injured, then get drafted like a lottery pick. I'm like, man, what the fuck? The only nigga. I'm like, how the fuck that even? And then I'm like, bro, I don't know, bro. I don't fuck with that.
That's a good point, brother Reggie. And then also we got to understand too. Right now, these young boys, they go to the college, they pick a certain college that they know that the coaches be having these pro style offense and defense, so that they could be ready. So they just go to college for pass through.
And then these niggas don't even be ready. That's the whole fucked up part about it. Like out of like, well, let's just say in the draft, we got 31 niggas, 32. There's 31 niggas in the draft. So in the first round, and out of them 31, maybe 5 or 6 of these niggas is ready to go, right? Ready to go. And out of them 5 or 6, maybe 3 of these niggas is gonna come in and have a direct impact on the team, and maybe 2 of them is gonna be like, damn, like these are really good players that have like over the average, like really decent numbers for a rookie. That's how it is, and it's always kind of been like that, but it's getting even worse as years go on. Like back in the day, you have stacked ass draft from like 1 all the way down to like in the mid 20s, and then out of them, maybe like the 15 of those will be pretty decent, and then the top 10 to 8 of them will be like, damn, really good. But now it's literally you get in the draft, it's 3 niggas, and then the rest of them is like they don't really do shit until like maybe 5-6 years into their career, and then it's like, oh, we forgot he was really good at college. I'm like, bro, because the nigga got drafted, he was 19, he's still mentally a kid, a boy, barely becoming a man, and physically we don't stop growing as men until like 25 or some shit. So and then he has to get accustomed to the speed of the game and get stronger, right, and all this kind of shit and develop his game. So I'm like, bro, like, and I get it, it's a money thing. So like, I'm not blaming dudes for coming out early and getting paid. That's not what I'm saying. But it's like, man, it's on the teams. Like,
hey, I mean, hey, let me ask my boy, why me? Hey, why me? Oh, you probably watching the celebration. Hey, why me?
Yo.
How many DJ Kennedy, this is like he won an overseas elite. So how many times this motherfucker won doing that TBD shit?
That nigga be switching teams. That nigga a team hopper. He a runner. That nigga a track star.
Hey, but he wins it though.
Yeah, that nigga out there when
he winning.
He's just a new acquisition.
He does be winning though. He does. I give him credit though. It ain't like he ain't some player that they bring on and they'll so produce. Yeah, he's a 5-time. He showed it 5 times. He a 5-time champion on that shit. God damn. Salute that was a good ass game, bro.
Hell yeah. They had too many opportunities to win that game at the end for them. That nigga turned his head 1 second, he went past him and just pulled up.
Salute, Miles.
Hey, what's up, fellas, man? How you guys doing, man?
What's up, brother Miles? What's up?
I'm pre-drinking birthday celebration, bro. I'm still drinking on that bottle you bought me, man, Sunday, bro.
That's for you, big dog. That's for you, T.
What you think about?
I know, bro. I'm still drinking on that, bro. I'm getting the big boy tomorrow.
Yo, Miles, man. Where Miles at, man? I like to drink too, damn, man.
Hey, Hold on. What's up, Big Worm?
What you think about what the Bulls pulled off, man?
Yeah, for them to get what they get, Lonzo Caruso. You got Zach there. You got Vucevic there.
DeRozan. We got DeRozan.
And DeRozan.
Nigga, y'all going to be the 6th or 5th seed.
Yeah, man. I want the Knicks and maybe higher than that.
Hey, salute, man. I told him. I said they were gonna be a top 5 seed.
Listen, bro. Listen. If healthy, the Bulls are going to be a tough out. They're no longer a cakewalk on the schedule.
Right. Exactly.
Damn, they got DeMar DeRozan.
Yes.
And Billy Donovan is a good coach too. Billy Donovan is a good coach.
Yeah. And you know Brooklyn got Patty.
You know them niggas playing defense.
Oh yeah.
Because DeMar DeRozan can play the 2 because Zach and DeMarcus switch off between 2 and 3.
This will be our starting 5: Lonzo, Zach, DeMar, Lauri Markkanen, and fucking Vucevic.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
That's one of
pretty.
the
That's a
better,
solid lineup.
one of the better starting fives in the pro in the NBA.
Man, y'all got Denzel Valentine coming out the bench. It's a wrap,
Not, man. Shut up, Reggie. Come on.
Yo, Reggie, you got
Oh, I stand corrected.
Hey,
I
Reggie,
stand
you know what I don't
corrected.
understand?
The Lakers kept Taylor Horton Tucker.
How the fuck
Yeah, they-
number 45, man? I don't get
Yeah,
that.
that's
They signed
disrespectful.
him. They
How the fuck
re-signed
they
him.
let
No,
Denzel
because he's
Valentine go
clutch, right?
45,
He's
bro?
Yeah, they put that's on Sports Center right now. Well, now they said Patrick Williams supposed to start at the 4.
Nigga, that's disrespectful,
Oh
man.
shit, okay.
And Vucevic at the 5. DeMar DeRozan at the 3.
And the Bulls still got Kobe White. The Bulls still got Kobe White.
Yeah,
Yeah, Kobe White's nice, dude.
Okay.
Nice
Cool.
move, yeah.
Man,
Oh,
did he
Hey,
hit like what 8 3-pointers last year or some shit like
Hey,
that?
I'm
That
just
nigga
gonna
went off.
harp on this. I'm just gonna harp on this before I'm gonna let my boy finish Miles cooking. Hey, underrated. I was gonna say this too. Case important to the college years about them disrespecting college players. Look at my boy Jared Butler that the Pelicans got. He's from Louisiana, stayed in college 3 years. He was late in the second round, bro. Late in the second round. A player like him who can play both ends of the floor, he goes in the second round, and he was on the national championship team.
Right.
That would have been Kentucky. All them boys would have been in the top 10.
Yup.
And here's the piggyback off of what T Price is saying. Now it's inverted. It's flip flop. Now niggas they drafting niggas based on potential, and dudes don't even have complete games. Play one side of the ball. Then you play one side of the ball, and you can't do in this big holes like a nigga who play one side of the ball, be elite, but can't shoot the fucking ball, or he don't have a left hand, or he don't get to the rim, or he don't pass the ball, he don't know how to read a defense, or just crazy shit that would never happen.
Got Malik Monk too. Oh, the Lakers gonna look
And now you got a dude who can do all that shit. He might not be he might not have the star power, the personality, or be super athletic, but this nigga slide all the way down a whole round and in low in the second round. I'm like, come on, dog. This shit is crazy, man. And then they draft these dudes, and then these dudes don't do shit till like their 6th year in the league. And then it's like, well, what the hell happened to this dude? He's a bum. He ain't live up to his potential. I'm like, man, come on, man. This nigga's a high schooler.
So let me
the
say
fucking
this
high
quick.
schooler.
Let me say
But yeah,
this
Moss,
quick.
what I ended up getting Moss was
What'd you get, T?
I can't even think of this motherfucking thing. I took the labor off it, man. But anyway, it's really smooth. I know it's a VSOP. It's the NJ Brandy Grand Blue.
Damn.
Oh yeah, I don't do.
Moss, I want a bottle. I want a bottle.
He got me that for my birthday,
it was
man.
T Price's birthday, bro. That's why I got it for him.
That's all I was about to do.
But just real quick though, bro, the Chicago Bulls have had the best offseason to date. To me, shit.
Right.
Big fact.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
give
not
them
gonna say
credit.
the Lakers because they already got AD and LeBron there, so that shit don't count. I mean, they cool, but the Bulls have literally upgraded. Who's that? South? Hey, South, but it's
What's going on?
What's up, man? Yeah, hey.
I'm listening. I ain't
know
even
that
saying
bro.
that. I'm just listening.
What up, Moss, bro? What up with you, man?
What's up, man?
Hey,
but
South,
South,
wait,
but
he
South,
already know.
but South, you can't go. Look, bro. All joking aside, bro.
Bro,
we can't say the Bulls have. We can't sit and say the Bulls have not had the best offseason up to this point. We can't say that because they have.
I ain't even saying that. I just started laughing, bro.
But why'd you? Okay, well, do you agree or disagree?
No, I was laughing at how you had to put a disclaimer, disclaimer on what you were saying.
Because the narrative and the consensus is that the Lakers got Dwight, they got Monk, they got all these guys, Carmelo.
Yeah.
And so, but to me, for what a team needed, the Bulls got better, bro. The Bulls got a lot better.
Yeah, a lot better.
They are. Listen,
are they stacked now?
No. They're not,
I knew South
they're not stacked.
that question.
They're not stacked.
Hold on. No, this interesting though, because I mean the Lakers. As far as I know, people say the Lakers are stacked, but then they have a better offseason, but they're not stacked. I mean, free agency. That's just interesting though. But continue.
This is why. Okay, look at. I'm just gonna say this. I don't get into the stat conversation. I'm just gonna this is how I kill that argument right now. How many Hall of Famers right now that's on the Bulls roster compared to future Hall of Famers that's going to be on the Lakers?
They got a lot of future Hall of Famers. But T Price, this what kind of confused me, bro. I be really genuine with this, because I just heard Reggie say that earlier when we were talking. I heard Reggie say that DeRozan is old. And the Lakers just at 32, and Lakers just acquired about 4 or 5 people over 32, and they already got 2 other guys over their mid 30s. So I be trying to figure this out.
No, DeMar ain't old. Hey Reggie, stop. Reggie, stop it, bro.
He is not
Reggie,
old.
DeMar ain't old, bro. DeMar's not. DeMar's not old. Consider.
You see why I be confused? I be getting confused with this.
Hey, but you know he ain't old though, Sal. Come on.
I'm listening to Reggie though, because
that's his opinion though. You know,
he's the super team.
So guess what, Reggie? So guess
he's the
what?
super team savant.
So guess what, South? So guess what, South? If DeMar DeRozan is old, then he been giving you damn near 22 a game for the past 8-9 years. Ain't shit changed.
Right.
He the same motherfucker.
I'm just trying to figure this shit out, man.
He gave you 22 and 7 last year on a bad team.
Rubio had 38 points.
God
damn. Yeah. They lost.
Rubio Jordan.
Anyways, South, the Lakers should win the West, nigga. To me, period.
Yeah, if the Lakers don't finish top 3 seed in the West, they
the Bulls are in the Eastern Conference.
Niggas is
no, I'm saying that. I mean, they should win the East. They had a better free agency, right?
Man, stop it, man.
Nah, they can't win. Nah, they didn't win in the East, dog. It's like Brooklyn. If Brooklyn don't finish top 3 seed in the East, if Brooklyn don't make it to the finals, they're a disappointment and they underachieve. Facts. Point blank. Period. No excuses. I don't give a fuck who get hurt.
Yep,
I don't give a fuck if
Okay.
the Bulls.
So what about what you say about the Lakers did? Because they the
same thing with the Lakers. T. Price. The same. The Brooklyn Nets and the fucking and the LA Lakers get held to a different fucking standard. You niggas stacking the deck like this. Go ahead.
PJ Tucker go?
Business move.
Where PJ Tucker go?
Miami.
And guess what? The fucking Bucks are missing Devin Chinko. Devin Chinko can step in and do what PJ Tucker did. So this narrative that PJ Tucker was gone and it hurt the Bucks, I disagree. Devin Chinko.
Hey, that's what they said. That's what they said. That stupid ass show Undisputed. What's that short ass dude name, boss?
And he's a better shooter. And he's a better scoring shooter.
Hey, boss, who's that short ass dude? Who's that short ass dude? That be that one of LeBron spokesmen. That little short ass dude that be.
Oh, you talking about that motherfucker McIntyre?
Yeah,
yeah, fuck him. He LeBron.
It happened, dog.
He was on there talking about he was talking about Miami. He was on the one that said that Miami got better with the acquisitions and everything like that, and he got him at his number 2.
They got better. I mean,
and then but he downplayed everybody else.
Well, they got PJ Tucker, but they lost.
I wonder if they're gonna start talking about the Bulls and all these other teams now. They're still gonna be the same ass shit. I ain't watching Undisputed no more.
Probably not. They buy
man, the Magic, nice man. I like they got Suggs in the draft, dog. I've been saying he my favorite player in the draft, man. Hey man,
they ain't talking about 2 teams. Shit,
watch out for the Magic, dog.
Watch out for Jalen Green, man. That's why.
Oh, facts, bro. Facts.
Ooh, yeah.
He's an elite. Listen, facts, bro. Facts.
Hey man, I was telling them about the Rockets and how because of all the shit that went down with Harden and Westbrook and Clint Capella and Daryl Morey and shit, that Tillman Fertitta, our owner, he not fucking with that whole bring free agents and shit. He to the lowest bidder and shit because they wasted a lot of his money doing that shit. So we gonna have to build through the draft because the owner he ain't fucking around.
Hey Reggie, and be patient, bro.
Yeah,
and be patient
because they pissed him off. They pissed Tillman off, and Tillman an asshole. He'll fucking he about it. He ain't one of these pussy ass owners that
sounds out too, homie.
Listen to the player and let the player run the team. Now he said,
"Him and Daryl Morey bumped heads though. They bumped heads all the time."
Because he the boss. He ran this bitch like corporate America and shit. He ran his motherfucker like his. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a Fortune 500 and shit. So he, you know what I'm saying? He on some other shit. He wasn't rocking with that,
bro.
the analytics.
The fucking Bulls though, man. I'm not gonna front with y'all, bro. I'm excited. Listen, I'm actually excited to watch the Chicago Bulls play basketball.
Bro, me too. I'm excited to watch our Rockets, bro, because he old school, bro. Tillman old school as fuck. He say we doing this the old school way, bro. Like straight up, this nigga say we doing this shit like in 1985 in this bitch, dog. Like,
but Reggie, bro, as Rockets fans, bro, we can't get caught up in wins and losses because our team is young. I'm worried about us getting better game in and game out. Like I want to see our young dudes get better during the course of the season. I don't care about wins or losses, bro. That's just me though.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I agree. I think if we can get rid of John Wall somehow, man, that'd be perfect.
And Daniel House. And Eric Gordon. Get rid of all of them.
Yeah, we try. I think we could get some. I think Eric Gordon can be moved by the trade deadline. I think some team, they might get an injury. They might say they need one more piece or some shit like that. They might get desperate and say, you know what I'm saying? We in the 8th seed or we right there. We can get in that top 5.
Right.
They might try to make a run. You know how it is.
Yeah,
But,
because Eric is
but
a good piece though. Eric is a cool little.
Eric
piece.
Gordon is solid, bro.
I like Eric Gordon. Yeah.
He's a solid player, bro. He's
Yeah.
a good tune-up player for a roster, bro. Like if you were going into the playoffs, or if you trying to make that playoff push, you know what I'm saying? You trying to get that championship roster, Eric Gordon is solid.
And he always played well in the playoffs too.
Yeah, he always show up in the playoffs.
Yeah, bro.
So
For our Rockets, he had big shots for us. Shit.
Yep. So
Huge
yeah, he's
shots.
solid, man.
I
He
like
give you
it.
nice size.
I'm surprised they didn't move him, man. I'm surprised. I always like Eric Gordon. I do, man.
The only thing about Eric Gordon, he's always hurt.
Though. He injury prone though. Yeah, he injury prone.
Yeah, he
bro.
injury prone, man. He always hurt, bro. Like
little nick nags and like little small petty shit will keep him out for like weeks at a time.
Yeah.
But he's a good piece, man. If a team like if the Lakers was like, man, like this shit ain't working out, or one of our guys get hurt, or these niggas ain't performing. Hey, let me get Eric Gordon. I'm like, well, shit, what y'all got? Hey, I got to set some,
Is he still currently on your team right now?
Yeah, but he was on the trading block though.
Yeah, he is, T.
But I know he's on the trading block though. That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised nobody picked him up yet.
So the Nets got Patty Mills, huh? That's cool.
Yeah. Because I'm telling you, the owner, Tillman Fertitta, he traded all the veterans. He let Kelly Olynyk walk.
We can see your comments, sir.
Because Tillman, he let Kelly Olynyk walk. He didn't even match that offer. Detroit gave him $37 million or some shit like that. He said, "Fuck it." He just said, "I ain't even gonna match that shit." He said, "We getting." He don't give a fuck, bro. After what happened with James Harden,
Kelly Olynyk is a good player too, though.
He's a great player.
Where he go?
He went to Detroit.
Went to Detroit.
Okay.
They offered him 30-something million, and that's the thing. And that's why I say our owner, bro. He said fuck that, because all that shit that happened with Morey, the analytics, the fucking the Westbrook shit. We traded Clint Capella, bro. He was like, man, fuck this.
The last player y'all developed was Clint Capella, isn't it?
Yeah. And we traded him away because we brought some nigga in free agency trying to fucking trying to stack the deck. I call it on both ends. So we try to stack the deck with this whole ass nigga Westbrook.
I don't care, but I'm just trying
I ain't like the way they
see the
trade
bigger
Capella.
picture. Like, I don't see too many teams just building a team and young players and they turn into stars and they just sitting there just playing no matter what.
Atlanta.
I don't see it happening.
Atlanta.
I just don't see it happening right now. They got John Collins. He ain't signed his contract.
He coming back.
They offered him 5 years, 125.
Yeah. You can let a
I
few
don't know.
guys try to develop, but somewhere along the way, you must go in free agency and sign motherfuckers, because your young guys ain't gonna be elite players like that to where you can contend. Like you got to do some type of shit.
And then you got to worry about if they too elite, they might want to go to another market.
That's what happened with John Collins. He wanted his own team. He want to be the
He
number
wants his
one.
own team. The
What?
fuck?
Yeah, he
What
wants
I-
to be, because they offered him a big contract. He won't want to be the second to Trae Young. He want his own team.
You get what?
Turned it down?
This the shit I keep
turned it down.
talking about, bro.
Wow, I didn't know
Y'all keep
that,
thinking, y'all just keep thinking y'all can just grow these players and they just gonna sit there like
I'll be right
like
back.
video game players and they not gonna do nothing. The more a better a player is, the more you gotta coddle him because you don't know what the hell he's gonna be thinking. And John Collins, he's nice too. He's nice. He got a lot of potential because he can play the 4 to 5 and he can shoot the ball. A lot of bigs can't do what he do, and he's still young. And he won't even take a 5-year 125.
But the thing about Atlanta,
and plus he could put on the rack too.
they got so much depth, and they made that run without DeAndre Hunter. So even if he leave, they got another nigga that can plug in and give him the damn the same production.
But you don't get what I'm saying.
No, I get what you're saying.
This a guy they done developed just to do that, just for that to happen.
They're gonna have to sign and trade. At least you get something back for him. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get compensation back for him. Just do a sign and trade, because you can't. That's if he gonna leave anyway. He not happy. He want to do this and that. Man, you get a sign and trade. Trade that nigga.
Went through a rant about homegrown these players, like it's so much security in it. They done drafted this dude in 2017. He done been there 4 years. They done watch him develop into a potential, with a lot of potential. Now he might not even have him. So you don't play your virtual around the dude that you might not even have. You don't put him a contract out there.
All right, I'm just gonna let y'all know this ain't the official time to be capping and having everything. Keep it 100 here. Respect the stream and everything. Our same rules apply to everybody, man. And I appreciate everybody coming in, kicking it tonight, man. And I want to say one more shout out to my boy Jason, man. Happy birthday to you, homie. Go ahead, y'all. Y'all good?
Yo, thanks a lot, TP.
I was just saying, bro. So, but the thing is, they drafted him. They got results out of him. Though it ain't like he just he performed, and now you just got to trade. If you don't want to be there, you got to sign and trade him and get compensation for him. It is what it is. Because if you didn't draft him, you drafted him, but you got other players you draft that are happy that want to stay. You got Herder, Trey Young, Hunter. So it's not like that's three out of four right there. So you drafted them 4 core pieces of your team. One guy's not happy, but you still got 3 other solid pieces. And then you already shoot up your roster with free agents again. You know what I'm saying? So it's you still in a good spot. As opposed to if he was from another team, you brought him in. Now you got the most. Now you got to pay him max dollars, and then let's just say after 2 years he want to leave.
I think he don't want to play with Capella. That's what.
He don't because he don't want to play with Capella. So now it ain't even. So now you got a dude who meshed better with Trey Young game and Clint Capella. Then I'm not saying he's better than Collins, but he fits Trey Young better. He does the little things and catches lobs and shit like that, put backs, run the floor, shit, hustle plays and shit like that. John Collins, I mean, he don't really do none of that shit, so he fits better with the team. So for me, it's like, well, I mean, we already got your replacement, and then we got the other dude coming off the bench that was hurt last year, so he can take your spot. So it don't even fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? So we can sign you the little contract, and we can do sign a trade. We go get Kyle Kuzma and Trez or some shit like that, and we be good. We'll be even better. They probably be just as good or better.
I don't think so, man. He was very valuable for them, man.
No, he was great.
With him and Capella too, and then he got a jumper. He got a jumper. He can rebound and he can defend a little bit. Like he's nice for them.
He'll walk in 25. I'll give you that. I'm not saying Clint Capella is better. I'm not saying Hunter is better, but as a team, they got a lot of depth, man. And so if he did walk, I don't think it'd be the end of the world.
So let me ask you a question. Ever since Capella left Houston, do you think he got better when he went to Atlanta? In your opinion?
No, Nate McMillan's a better coach than Mike D'Antoni, so he got better coaching. But nah, man. I mean, he's doing the same shit in Atlanta that he was doing in Houston. I mean, he playing with another elite point guard that can give him the ball.
But I would say this though. They should never let Capella go though, because after they ain't had nobody that could protect the rim and score little something too. You know, I'm saying, why didn't let him go? I mean, I know why, but that was like, you know.
Bro, I'm telling you, every Rockets fan was mad as fuck. Like, why would you do that? I will say this to your point. When he got to Atlanta, they did put him in more spots to be successful offensively. Like in Houston, he was just literally a pick and roll player and catching alley-oops and put back dunks and shit like that. In Atlanta, they let him do a little bit more on both ends of the floor. He was more involved in the offense. So yeah, because of Westbrook, you know what I'm saying? Like, because we got to give Westbrook the paint because he want to get. That's why I'm fucking like that nigga, man. Nigga ruin our fucking franchise, bro. And man, yeah, see, man, this is shit I'm talking about, man.
I know he with the Lakers now. So King LeBron, man, you got to get the crown up.
So how many championships do this young stacked team the Lakers have gotta win for it to be a success, Reggie?
All right, look, I would say 2. I would say they got to win 2 because that's the average on when you assemble these mega free agent teams. That's the standard. That's the status quo. That's what the Heat did. That's what the Warriors did. Right now, I mean, LeBron got one before, and a lot of people say that wasn't a super team. You know, it wasn't really a super team. So he got one without a super team. The Nets on the clock for real, though. Let's just say the Lakers don't get one this year. The Nets, they really on the clock. These niggas doing this shit, stacking the deck hard as fuck, and they got nothing to show for it.
They got Patty Mills.
These niggas doing all kind of shit. Getting, you know what I'm saying? These niggas at one point had 5 motherfuckers, and they started lineup and shit. That was fucking, you know what I'm saying? They went balls to the wall with this shit.
I feel like they still haven't addressed they rim protection issues and being able to rebound.
No, they haven't done shit. Okay, yeah, you got Patty Mills.
They already got shooting.
That's cool. Yeah, you had a shooter. These niggas had a shooter who missed all his shots. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Patty Mills is clutch. He's proven. He's established. We know he can get it done in the biggest moments with the brightest lights. So yeah, I guess if Joe Harris, shit the bed and lay an egg again, then you could put Patty Mills in there and he can get it done. But that's still, like you said, it don't address none of the issues. They need a big man, which they had a really good one. They traded him away for whatever fucking reason. What's
wrong with DeAndre Jordan?
He's old. He's washed. He's old and he's washed. He can't move. He can't move like he used to. And that's what happened was
what you talking about, Reg?
DeAndre Jordan.
Oh yeah, he can't move no more. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he's old and he's washed, man. He out there looking like Paul Gasol and shit, like Mark Gasol. That nigga old, man.
Nigga might be looking like goddamn Kareem Drummond.
Man, that nigga, man. Hey, bro, I'll take Drummond over that nigga, man. That's how bad he's looking out there, bro. They signed that nigga talking about we the new big three, and I'm like, man, about 10 games into the fucking season, the Nets was on the phone like, nigga, hell no. The Nets had a bench that nigga, man. Like, what the fuck?
Get him out of here.
And he was staying at the joint so fucking bad, man. This nigga, man, they signed him because he their homeboy and shit, man. It was like, bro, this ain't working. Them niggas had to go get James Harden, man. This shit was so fucking bad, man.
That bad. It was real bad.
It's so fucking bad, dog. Yeah, so they like South said, they didn't fix none of their issues, bro. They still don't have depth at the point guard position. They still don't have any quality big man. And they role players, I mean, besides Patty Mills, they don't have any quality role players. They lost Jeff Green. He was like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know if you count. Is Bruce Brown a good role player?
Yeah, I think he was for them.
Yeah, but
he can play. He plays defense.
Yeah, he's cool. He's a solid. He's a cool little role player and shit like that. But he in the finals, you know what I'm saying? If you depend on Bruce Brown in the fucking playoffs, you know what I'm saying, to get it done for you, you
gotta have some players that do dirty work. I mean, who else they got on there that's gonna do dirty work? Get tough rebounds, defend, do dirty work. Somebody gonna have to do it.
They lost Landry Shamet. Man, they lost all they fucking quality role players, man. Yeah, they got back, but Patty Mills is what Landry Shamet should have been. So, okay, I give you that. Not really, because Landry Shamet was kind of inconsistent, but okay, so you got Patty Mills and Bruce Brown. And what? That's what. So you got Kyrie, James Harden, Joe Harris, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan, Patty Mills, and Bruce Brown coming off your bench. You still got Mike James. I mean, that's the 8-man rotation. So you need a big man to throw in there too. Yeah,
they're gonna definitely need a big man for Milwaukee.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna kill them on the boards.
And they
anybody that understand the game, when you can't rebound, most of the time you stay in foul trouble. You see them do it to Phoenix. The series start to flip over when they were able to play their big men in spots and then play small but still be big and lengthy, and then just killed them on the boards and kept them in foul trouble down the stretch of halves. If you notice that series, that was one part of the series turning. You seen the last couple of games, you seen Booker in foul trouble down the stretch of the games to where he couldn't be aggressive. You seen a lot of their key players, even Aiden, being in foul trouble and not being able to be aggressive at the end of the games. That's big.
What up, Lakers?
Hey, this dude who hit the game winner, this nigga got to deal with the idiot of Pacers. I salute to him.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm trying to get you to see, Reggie. What's influenced players, veteran players and all this over time, and organizations to put together teams like the Lakers have, is the fact that nothing promised in developing players. Nothing's promised in developing good players, especially when you're a small market. You don't know if they're going to want to stay. You don't know if they're going to want to play with said other players. And then the fact that a lot of these GMs and coaches and all that, We live in a microwave culture. It's not the 90s or 80s where they give coaches 3 to 5 years to see if they can put together a team. No, people don't get time for all that. You gonna have to do it now. You got you got you got one and done athletes is getting paid more now coming out of college. You know what I'm saying? They getting paid more money. It's pressure on them picks to pan out for the organization, for the staff that picked them. It's pressure. Money bring pressure, man. And that's why you have a lot of these teams assembled over time. Veteran players want to play with older players, more or less than younger players. It's been like that for a while. I understand why people might not like some of the stuff that's going on, but I don't see it really changing. We're seeing a lot of these players either taking a minimum to go to bigger markets, or you had young players just playing in certain markets and be like, man, y'all gonna have to play me more. And then over the past 10 years, we've seen star players take less to go to bigger markets, leave 30, $40 million on the table. Am I lying? Chris Paul done it a couple of times. Carmelo done it before. We even seen Boogie Cousins do it, which was foolish to me. He left what, 35 million on the line with New Orleans to go try to play with Golden State, and then ended up getting injured. And he ain't got close to that type of contract again.
Yeah, Trez did it. That was crazy.
Trez done it.
Nigga left $100 million on the table with Charlotte to go fucking play with LeBron. Man, fuck out of here, man.
So when you look at it, it's a lot. If you just look outside of just even LeBron, it's a lot of great players that have left money on the table to go play with other franchises, man. I don't see it changing. Only way you could do, like I said, is possibly try to offset it, but that's not gonna happen more than likely because of, the point you said. That takes job out of community. If you go to Orlando and Memphis and New Orleans and these small markets and close down they franchise, that's loss of jobs.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying, bro. Like, I've been living in Cleveland for like the past 7 years, and so I seen the change in when he left and when he came back, and it was a big difference. A lot of jobs downtown at the Q, because they got the Q Arena. Well, it ain't the Q no more now. They done changed it. It was Quicken Loans, but it was a lot of jobs and stuff like that when he was down here. Then when he left, a lot of people, I ain't gonna say start losing their jobs, but a lot of like downtown the stadium.
That's why a lot of people in Cleveland don't like LeBron, because they know they lost money when he left the city.
Yeah, but no, you're right. You're right. I was getting to your point, because like I was saying, I stay out here in Cleveland, so I see the difference in the economic, shit when a player as his caliber is here, when a player, it's a small market. Cleveland's a small market, so
Cleveland is not a small market though, bro. If you literally look at it,
bro,
it's not, bro. It's not. You got three in the major sports. You got three in the region. Is not, bro, because everything around y'all is like Cincinnati is a small market. Cleveland is not a small. It's like a mid-level to almost large market, because y'all got all three major sports franchises. Y'all got a hockey team. I mean, bro, y'all not a small market. It's just that y'all have a losing culture as a city. Like, y'all haven't really won anything, bro. Yeah, it's just bad luck. Like the Browns, the last time y'all won a Super Bowl, like Jim Brown was the fucking running back, and and then I watched like a documentary about y'all's history as a team. Like, y'all got this fucking wacky ass owner in the 80s who fucked everything up. The James Worthy should have been a Cleveland Cavalier. He traded that pick to the Lakers. It was some crazy shit that went down with y'all team. I watched that whole. It was like an hour and a half documentary about that shit, and I watched it. And he made a lot of bad deals. He drafted a lot of like shitty players, and he shouldn't have drafted. And he did a lot of fucked up shit because something was wrong with him. He was doing crazy shit like in the newspaper and shit. So a lot of the misfortune the Cavaliers have had was just like bad ownership, bro.
Yeah. Think about it, Reggie. Think of all the nostalgia around LeBron, because we know they've always had a history of losing. When you remember the baseball, what was the baseball movie with Jay Fox in it? What was that shit called?
The Indians, bro. Like Cleveland, bro. All right, I'm letting you know because I live out here, so I could tell you like how it is personally, bro. Like they don't care about they teams like that. You know what I mean? So they, like you said, they don't appreciate no winner like that. Like, cause they ain't win shit in 50 years. So like they love their teams though. But like I mean, shit, they love the Browns, they love the Indians. But like how you were saying with the ownership and shit, they don't support. It's like they cheat, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it might not be a small market, but nobody gives a fuck about it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, like nobody want to go there. Like it ain't a market. Like it ain't a destination for like no free agents. Like a nigga ain't gonna wake up and tell me I'm trying to live in Cleveland. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Somebody want to come out here like because it's. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for him, niggas probably wouldn't even came out here to come play with him, you know? So, shit, I mean,
that's why it makes so much sense what LeBron done. He was drafted to, you know, virtually his hometown that wasn't even about winning. And he left. And when he came back, he had a plan. Whether people liked how he had a plan, he had a plan ever since. He came back a different person. He got them a ring. Whether people say it wasn't enough, he got them a ring.
Nah, it was enough, bro. Like, niggas out here, like most people out here, like you got some people that still don't like him, but then they'll still be like, you know what, he got us the ring. It's cool, like, but most people don't out here in Cleveland, like, they don't really trip about it because he came back. So, like, it don't be like that much pushback.
It's either you love him or you hate him. Ain't no in between.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, that's how it be out here. You know.
But did him leaving like the second time? Because we all know what happened the first time. Like this shit was wild. But the second time, how did it affect the community as far as like not the fans as like how they felt, but how like restaurants and businesses and because you know like the news, the media, you know how because the teams be doing all this little community service and all this other shit, you know what I'm saying? So how did that affect the city and the people the second time he left?
Like I said, the second time he left, people really didn't care like that because he won and he came back. You still had some people that was mad, but most people out here is still like, man, he's still that nigga. He's still the GOAT. You know what I mean? Most like Cavs fans feel that way. If you talk to a Cavs fan, they'll tell you they can't break it down like South can. You know what I mean? But they'll probably feel the same way. Most casual fans out here gonna say the same shit, you know. But like, you know, it's still some people out here that feel that way. I'm not saying, of course, like nobody like got everybody likes them, you know. He got haters, like Kobe had haters, Jordan had haters, every great player, you know, got haters. So, but he did what he was supposed to do for the city, so it ain't really like that much hate towards him, you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying because at the end of the day, he
I'm
did.
saying when I talk to people out here, yeah, you know.
Like my thing is, I think LeBron is a different. When his relationship with Cleveland is a little bit different, but when you do like take Houston with James Harden, right? We didn't draft him, but we did take a chance on him. We brought him in, gave him the keys to the city, you know, all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Be the leader of our franchise. Did everything for him. Gave him all the tools to succeed. Motherfucker still didn't get it done, right? Then he's like, "Oh man, my prime, and I gotta win now." And I'm like, "Bitch, it's your fault. You were right there, game 7, 0-27, bruh. Your fucking fault, nigga. Now you won't get mad at the organization. You won't get mad at the owner because
riding around with a little baby,
getting honey bun with a little baby and in the strip club tricking off on pussy and all. Man, I'm like, bruh. Nigga, it's your fault, nigga. We gave you everything. Nigga, we gave you Dwight. We gave you Chris Paul. Got you role players, shooters. Nigga, got you a new coach.
I don't think James Harden could be the best player on the franchise team. I don't think he could carry the same type of weight that Bron could carry. You know what I mean?
James Harden can carry you, and LeBron gets you over the hump. But LeBron he needs the pieces. So the difference between James Harden and LeBron James is that they could both carry a team. I think James Harden could carry a team a little bit better than LeBron can now because LeBron. I mean, he's done it before, so I'm not saying that.
He's
But
way younger, of course, yeah.
But he's older now, so he can't do that. He can't do it no more. But James Harden can carry a team, but LeBron gets you over the hump. He just needs, he get him a couple guys, get him another superstar, get him some shooters. You know what I'm saying? Get him maybe another all-star, some shit like that, big three, super team type shit. He get you over the hump. He will get you over the hump, regardless of how he do it. He'll do it. James Harden ain't doing that. You can get this nigga. You can get this nigga 4 all-stars, bro. He not fucking doing it, bro.
He find a way to fizz out in the playoffs. Just when you think he about to do it, he'll fizz out.
He do, bro. And that's why when he left, I was mad as fuck. But at first, I was like, nah, fuck it. I don't give a fuck that nigga, bro. Let him go because look, we gave him everything, bro. Everything. And then he left, and the way he fucking did it, and I get it because he had to use the leverage and all this kind of shit. I get that. I get it. It's a business. You gotta do what you gotta do. But it was just that shit tacky, man. It's like in the real world, nigga, you gotta put in 2 weeks fucking notice. And if you don't, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. We know how this shit go. You know how if you act the ass on some of these jobs, bro, that shit, when you go back to another job, nigga, man, this shit will fuck you in the ass, man. And you read the application, them niggas ask you for like 8 fucking references and shit, and you like, oh fuck, I cussed my boss out. I pissed in that nigga. Oh god damn it, fuck. So now the company like, man, I heard you fucked your boss wife and you slapped the shit out of him and you pissed on him and shit. I'm like, damn, bro. So I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, like this shit it's a real world correlation to this shit. You know what I'm saying? So when he left, I was like, fuck it. I was like, whatever. I'm not a fan of that nigga no more. I respect his game. You know what I'm saying? I wish him the best, but I'm not ever cheering for this nigga no more. Fuck that nigga. But a lot of Rockets fans, they still love him. They still cheer for this nigga. There's a lot of niggas around here with Brooklyn Nets fitteds on and shit like that. I'm like, man, you niggas sad, bro. You niggas is fucking wackos, bro. You still cheering for this bitch ass nigga? Like, but they still work with this nigga, bro. They still cheer for this nigga, so.
I mean, shit, yeah, I understand, bro, but you know what I mean? He wanted to leave and get a ring. That's how the shit is now. You know what I mean? That's how, he gotta do what he gotta do. Like Melo, I ain't mad at Melo for trying to get a ring. It's like what South was saying and shit about, how players been doing this shit for years and shit.
In different ways. Just different ways, man.
It's just different ways. It's just the new generation of, so now they crying and bitching their way off of teams instead of waiting for free agents and shit. So I think it's gonna continue like you were saying, man, because a lot of these young niggas they ain't trying to stay and lose, bro. They want to get paid and they want to win. So
no, I'm gonna tell you, bro. I don't think Jalen Green. I think Jalen Green gonna either leave or he gonna try to make a super team in Houston. I don't think he's gonna be. I like him. He's a great player. He's fantastic, but I think he's gonna be one of them players. Like he gonna follow LeBron and KD. He's gonna be one of them type niggas, man. I mean, I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing, but I'm just saying it's just he just want, like you asked me earlier, who do you think gonna do what and how the league gonna play out? I think
with Zion and shit. I was asking do you feel like Zion is gonna develop into the same. I don't think he's gonna be on LeBron level as far as skill wise. I don't see it, but I was asking if you thought that.
No, he's not because he.
I was saying he came in with the same. I think he came with the same type of clout or whatever, but he don't have the same type of potential to me like that.
See what is going to be players that come
either. He don't have a personality.
Whether it's going to be players that come in the league as good as a Durant or LeBron, there's always going to be a handful of players that consider the best players that's going to have enough cachet to make some of the moves they make. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because look, Zion, he great. He's a great player. You know what I'm saying? He does amazing, freakishly things on the court. But I like South was saying, Zion just ain't got that. If Zion come to your team, it has to be like a New York Knicks or LA Lakers or Clippers or some shit like that. Like if Zion went to the fucking Orlando Magic, nobody would give a fuck. Like it ain't like South saying, it ain't pulling in like that outside NBA money. You know what I'm saying? People,
what star player have you seen go to a small market? Name.
I mean, Paul George did it, but he eventually left. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother situation about how they.
Now I'm talking about voluntarily. He got drafted by them. I'm talking about somebody like I'm going to New
Well,
Orleans.
he went to the Thunder, didn't he? Or he got traded. I can't remember if he got
He
traded.
got traded to the Thunder. He
Okay.
went to he took less money to go to the Clippers, but at the time, but Clippers still in LA. You see what I'm saying?
But my point is about Zion is he not gonna be. I think he gonna do the super tank thing, bro. I think he gonna do it. Is either because they ain't nobody coming to New Orleans to hoop. Like this is what it is. So he gonna go. You know what I'm saying? But he got to go to like a mega market, like a fucking New York, a Brooklyn, L.A. What's another mega market, bro? Like a Dallas. Even in Houston, he, I don't think Zion want to be in Houston, but that's a mega market, right? Like Dallas, Houston, Brooklyn, places like that.
Right now, y'all don't got nothing to attract him, so
we don't have no assets, and our owner not doing that shit because we already went into the rabbit hole about why he not doing that because of James Harden and all that shit that backfired up in his face. He threw away all that fucking money. Now he's stuck with that John Wall contract. He not touching that shit with a 10-foot pole. So, I think if Dallas can get him some kind of way, that'd be fucking crazy, dog. Luka with motherfucking Zion, that should be off the chain. But I think Zion gonna be one of them niggas that do the super team shit that link up with another nigga and try to run it. I think Jalen Green, I think he gonna be like one of them dudes that do it. I hate to see it, but it is what it is. I don't know if he's gonna stay in Houston and do it, if he's gonna leave, but he's gonna. I got that feeling. I can just tell. I can just tell he's gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I think Donovan Mitchell gonna do it. Who else? Dame already. Dame's Dame. He's doing it now. So yeah, like you said, man, it's just the way the league is going, man. Unfortunately, so.
I got the key to the city. I got a hold of Sadidi. Talk to my bitch in Swahili. Tattoo my name in graffiti. Whack on your hood in graffiti. Come through the hood on the weekly. None of y'all niggas can't see me. None of y'all niggas can't see me. That's what happened when niggas had keys to the city.
Niggas stop coming in with the doors and shit.
That's why I don't see how y'all let this shit stress you out. These niggas got clout to do what they want to do.
No, it don't stress me out. It's just that. Look, all right, teams that would be because I actually like I'm an advocate of eliminating conferences, changing some of the rules like the All-Star weekend and just doing different things like putting games like 21 in, putting games like Horse 21, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like and all these other little games we play growing up. Put that shit in the All-Star game instead of the fucking skills challenge. I'm not give a damn about no fucking skills challenge, bro. That shit is so fucking boring, dog. Like niggas don't care about that kind of shit, bro. Put a game of 21. I know niggas ain't gonna do no one-on-one because man, you know what I'm saying? Niggas got contracts and egos and pride in the line, so ain't nobody doing a one-on-one. But if they did 21 one-on-one, Horse, keep the 3-point contest because that shit is lit. The dunk contest, that shit is played out because you could go on YouTube and look at a nigga at the park doing a way better dunk or the same dunk because these niggas, like a lot of guys don't want to get hurt and shit. So they're not going to do no crazy ass fucking dunks like that because it's too risky. It's too much money on the line to do no fucking dunk on a dunk contest and then get hurt. So I think they should scrap the dunk contest, to be honest. Or if they do it, just bring some other niggas like some other niggas that's not in the NBA to do the dunk contest. You know what I'm saying? Like some street ball niggas or some shit. That should be lit. Do some shit with the Harlem Globetrotters, some shit like make this shit more inclusive, like because the All-Star game whack as fuck, dog. Besides the 3-point contest, that shit lame as hell. And then
more.
Yeah, that shit whack, dog. That shit, man. Shit. The best thing about All-Star game is fucking strippers, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
See the basketball created this fanboyism in the 90s. Jordan is the archetype of all this.
He is.
That's why
He's
I've
the
been telling people.
archetype
They
for
think I'm saying that because I don't like Jordan. I love me some Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, bro.
Nigga,
Like
he just the
most
It just is
people,
what it
bro.
is.
Like I don't be. Even if I do
But
disagree,
I was a person. I was a person smarter than most at a young age to see what was going on. You know
It's
what
a
I'm
fact,
saying?
dog. I be cooking if as much as I cook LeBron, and I think Jordan a GOAT. I don't even like Jordan like that, nigga. I cook that nigga too, and niggas be getting mad. I'm like, look,
Nigga,
the reason why all this fucking ISO ball and inefficient playing style and shit like that happened was because of Jordan, and it's not his fault. It's just because he was so good and smart and talented and worked so hard at the game. He made this shit look easy. So niggas was like, fuck, if Jordan was doing that shit, I could do that shit. No, nigga, you can't. You shooting 41% from the field, nigga, 33% from the fucking 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? You fucking you're not even playing in no real offense. This nigga did this shit the first 6 or 7 years he did it and he was averaging like almost damn near 40 points a game. Then he got in a fucking actual offense, learned how to play the game better, and became more efficient and smarter. So now these niggas trying to do this shit and they not even doing it the way he was doing it when he didn't have a good coach and all this other shit. And these niggas, bro, you scoring 25, 24 points a game, 41%, 42% from the field, 32% from the three. You average like 2 or 3 assists. You get about 4 or 5 turnovers a game. Your teammates ain't involved. Nigga, at the end of the season, you're 41 wins and 43 wins, 45 wins. You know what I'm saying? 8 seed, 9 seed, 7 seed getting bounced out the first round. This is what the fuck we was watching in like the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was, bro.
see the league far as keeping some kind of parity. They messed up when they expanded. They expanded, and then they had Jordan, who was they like becoming the biggest, athlete as far as sponsorships and marketing and endorsements. They kind of when they created this archetype and then started selling other players. That was the inception of player empowerment. It was all in the whole prospect of him. Some other players they tried it with, but it wasn't to the same. It didn't have the success it did have with Michael Jordan, and they done it with a lot of other players, and that's when they brought in so much revenue in basketball, and they push basketball as who's the best player. That's how they always push basketball since I watch it. Who's the best player in the league? Who's gonna be better than the best player? They done it with Jordan, and it's always been like this. Is as far as the advertisement aspect, the money grew more, and then when Jordan came back at the end of his career, that's when he started to create this empowerment with how players get paid. When he started forcing the Bulls to pay him so much money. He was the only player making 30 million in the fucking 90s, nigga. The second, I mean, Kukoc was second on their team with 7 million. He was making This nigga was making over 3 times more than the second best, the highest paid player. And that just went on to evolve into what you had a league today, man.
Yeah, this shit. Yeah, Jordan don't get a free pass on this shit either, man. Cook that nigga too, because
I'm not worried about getting past. I'm just saying he is the archetype. They made so much money off him to where he was Frankenstein. They built Frankenstein. They built him in the laboratory. And then when he got up and started spreading this seed like Solomon, now you got that's what you have now. LeBron's the KDs, all these other players are a product of that. It's a reason why Kevin Durant made so much money in his career, being drafted out of high school. He the archetype of a high school athlete. Then to come along and have a LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? You had Kobe too. Kobe as well. Garnett
sometimes
in
I forget,
'95. Kobe in '96.
bro. Sometimes I forget Durant even went to college. I forgot that nigga went to UT for a year.
Yeah, we won and done.
Yeah, I forgot about that shit, man.
Why
Niggas,
why would a player in 2000s stay in college versus when they leave so much money on the table versus a player back in the 80s when the money wasn't like that in the NBA. See, that's what you got to look at. You weren't making no money coming out and being a first round draft in the 80s and 70s like you making in the 2000s. So when you're a talent like a Kevin Durant, why you going to stay in college when you could be making 30, 40 million? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and
Why?
it's up to the teams to stop like rewarding this shit because not every player is a Kevin Durant where, drafting a nigga out of college after 1 year is gonna pan out. You know what I'm
But you
saying?
gotta, but it's still tie in. Players making more money. That means the decisions made on these players, the pressures on these staff to make the right decision. Because the more money you make, the more pressure it is, and the shorter stitch you have to make it work. It's all tying together. It's like that in football too. Nigga, coaches don't get no long leash like they used to get in the 80s and 90s.
Oh man, I remember.
Quarterbacks don't even. Nigga, you can't back in the 80s and 90s. Quarterbacks at least sit 3 or 4 years. You see how long
Yep.
Steve Young had to sit behind Montana.
Facts. That nigga sat half his career, bro.
See what I'm saying?
That nigga sat down there half his career, bro.
Now you be looking to see him with the money that a top quarterback makes, man. You be lucky to see him sit a whole fucking year.
Man, them niggas bad. They did him wrong. They did him dirty though, bro. That nigga sat half his career, dog. Honestly, bro, if he would have probably played, he could have. I'm not saying he could have been a GOAT, but he could have been up there in that Dan Marino kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like he could have been up there. You know what I'm saying?
What you got to see is money influence all this shit. You see, you had got like Bees come on here and like, look, man, this shit a business. I know y'all know everybody got their own, feelings. They want the game to work a certain way. This shit a business before everything. The owners ain't opening up these arenas just to see motherfuckers cheer. They want to make money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get all that. I'm not like so illogical and just like, like I understand all that, but I guess it's the basketball purist in me, man. It's like, it's like, man, this shit is just fucking up the game, man. And I had a debate. I actually had a debate with Haas about this shit a while back because he even more than me, like I'm just like, bro, you stuck in the 80s and the 90s for real. Because he was like, oh man, we need to do. I was like, bro, we need to get rid of conferences, and he was like, no, because the rivalries. I'm like, bro, nobody give a fuck about no rivalries, dog. I was like, it's a players
not in
like
basketball.
Yeah, I was like, maybe in football and baseball that shit is relevant, but not in basketball, dog, because it's too individualized. And he was like, oh man, the rivalry. I like, bro, they need to get rid of expansion teams and they need to get rid of conferences. He damn near lost his fucking mind. I was like, he was like, bro, back when the Jordan and the Pistons, they were going to the Eastern Conference every year. I'm like, bro, this shit, bro. I'm like, that was in the 80s, bro. Like this shit is totally different now. I'm like, if they get rid of conferences, they get rid of fucking because how many people want to see the Lakers and the Kings play 4 times a year? Nobody. But if they got rid of fucking conferences, space the games out, you know what I'm saying, so they can accommodate the travel and get rid of some of these expansion teams and balance the talent out a little bit more.
You can't name no sport that stayed the same over a 30-year window.
But not no sport that just took a nosedive like basketball though.
No, that's subjective. I'm saying objectively, you can't think of no sport that stayed the same over a 30-year window. That pretty much stayed the same. You watching baseball, they done moved the mound, they done raised the mound, done all kind of shit. Even in baseball might be the closest one, but still in baseball, they tamper with a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Basketball, it went from in the 90s, back to the basket game. Big man now it's a face up. Everybody face up is virtually no big man in the game. Football in the early 90s, it was running the football, playing good defense now, and playing physical and hitting motherfuckers, hurting, giving motherfucking quarterbacks. You know how many times I watched the game and seen Troy Aikman and Steve Young get a fucking concussion? Nigga, now you get a concussion, you might be out for about 3 or 4 games.
Protocol and all that shit. Yeah, the game is changing. That's a good point. That's a good point, Sal, bro. Yeah, it's all evolution. Yeah, like that's a good point, bro. Like all the games and shit. The young. That's what I was saying about these young niggas now. They got a different mindset and shit, and so they might not look at it the way we looking at it and shit. So because we watching the game. I know you've been watching the game way longer than you, older than me. So you know what I mean. So
bro, I used to watch Man, I used to watch a game, nigga, a quarterback might get 2 or 3 concussions, still be out there getting his dome rocked. Nigga, you know how many concussions Steve Young done had? And Troy Aikman, them niggas that had so many concussions. It ain't even funny.
Bro, Davis playing a Super Bowl with a concussion. That nigga, like that shit.
You even
Crazy.
look like you got a concussion, you got to sit out of play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And put you up under the tent and do a test. Like this, ain't no sport that stay the same, so it's not realistic talking points. When we sit here talking like the game gonna stay the same, let alone go back to some old shit, like that ain't happening.
You saying it's basically like we just speaking off like our emotional, like
we just like the people that's our grandfathers and all that to say the shit about how the game was when we liked it.
Yeah.
People can always do that. Think about the motherfuckers that didn't play with no face mask. Niggas out there playing no face mask football. They gonna tell you niggas in the 80s and 90s and 70s were weak. Y'all got face masks on. You know what I'm saying? You can play this game with every era, man. You really can.
Yeah.
The shit ain't gonna never stop. That's why it don't really bother me, man, because it is what it is, man. Like,
yeah,
I mean, can't focus on stuff I can't control.
Yeah, I think about it like I said. I think about I'll see it from different point size of view and shit. And like you said, like shit changing and shit evolving, so you can't expect the same mentality.
You remember when you were coming up, your uncles and grandpa like, nigga, you got it good. You got this cell phones and this and this, and you be looking at them like, man, come on with this shit. I ain't trying to hear this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing in sports.
Shit, I know my brother said. He said, "Man, I couldn't do that shit, man. Y'all dealing with today." I was like, "What you mean?" He's like, "Man, I couldn't be a young man out here dealing with these females now. Y'all got this social media shit. This shit fucked the game up." I was like, "Yeah, so I know what you mean. Man.
This shit exists in every aspect of life, man. Things change, always. Are you just gonna learn to deal with it?"
Oh shit!
That's all I be saying.
T. Price missed the mask. He said he trying to come back in. That was about 20 minutes ago, though. I don't know if this T. Price out for the night.
That's what I'm saying. Like, sports ain't. If it's bad for you now, it's only gonna get worse. Whether you follow any sport, it's only gonna get worse because there's more money involved.
So I'll be rooting against these niggas, man. And it's kind of funny. Like, I don't get like obviously you see my temperament now. I'm not mad.
You just rooting against the future. That's all you doing.
Yeah, but I'm not mad. Like, so like if I say like I'm rooting against these niggas because they stacking the deck, right? And I'll be saying it just like this: a nigga will come here and attack me, bro. Like, nigga, the fuck. LeBron the GOAT, nigga, he the king, he this, he that. I'm like, bro, like you swear, like I'm like, yo, calm down, nigga, like calm down. Like, I'm just saying, I don't, I don't fuck with that shit, nigga. What the fuck you mean? What you want him to do? He played with bums and he did the best he could. I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, geez, man. So it's like it's just funny because it's like, dude, like. They will never admit that, you know what I'm saying? Like never admit, but then they'll come in here and then they don't keep the same energy and they'll come in here and cook KD and Kawhi. And I'm like, bruh, nigga, you a LeBron fan. You come here cooking these niggas, man. I'm like, man, what was this same energy yesterday when we was talking about LeBron? So it's like, these fanboys, this shit is fucking, and it's not just the LeBron fans, but these Kawhi fans, these KD fans, this shit is just across the board. These niggas, I'm like, bro, you have no accountability for your guy. But then you come in here, you cook other niggas, you cook niggas like a fucking sunny side up egg in this bitch, man. Niggas be going in. I'm like, bro, so you got all the smoke for these niggas, but your nigga, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all good. It's all good in the hood with your nigga.
But that's what the basketball is taught. That's what basketball evolved to. You got fanboy broadcasters now. They take a side on players. So
these niggas,
people just emulate what's on TV.
You can tell who be in the media, bro. It's so fucking disgusting, dog. I be watching the media, nigga, a journalist and shit wearing nigga jersey talking about Like I remember back in the day, it would be to where like a person else like they'll have a favorite team. So like the anchor would be like, oh yeah, I'm from here, so I'm a this fan, or this and I grew up being a this
Now, it
fan.
used to be a time they never would tell you that. You never heard that. Then it started being common where they start saying it.
But
Then you start.
but they didn't never say nothing, bro. It would just leave it at that. They would just leave it at that. They wouldn't get all personal talking about I'm a fucking Tom Brady, LeBron, Jordan, GOAT, this and that. Like they never did that shit, bro. Now you got niggas coming out with GOAT mask and the nigga brought an actual GOAT in the jersey. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? Like this shit is disgusting, bro.
I don't think it's LeBron. I think it's just the idol worship for certain fans of him because they kind of low key be worshiping. You know what I'm saying? And as much as I like Kobe, I love Kobe. He's my favorite player. He made me be a Laker fan. I never like worship. I don't put no man over God or no man over, you know what I'm saying? In the GOAT shit, that's like sacrificial. That's some other shit. So
yeah, and I ain't never hear no Kobe fan talking about. I ain't never hear no Kobe fan say he the
that's
GOAT.
why niggas be like that.
This shit crazy, dog. Like they put this nigga on a shrine, like a pedestal, and it's not just him, man. Some of these, I remember back in the day, it's not as bad now because a lot of these niggas, like, it's just I don't know, but a lot of them probably older now. But back in the day, I remember these Jordan nut hugging jockstrap ass niggas, man. Niggas be you be playing you at the park and a bald head dark skinned nigga pull up in a fucking Mike jersey and some fucking Jordans with a fucking a leg sleeve on. Swear to God, this nigga was Jordan, bro. He swear it's game 7 against the you swear game 6. You know what I'm saying, against the fucking Utah Jazz.
At the playground.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, we all know who dark skinned bald nigga with a beeper on, a page on his fucking hip with 2 earrings in his ear. You know what I'm saying? Smelling like fucking hungover from the night before, smelling like liquor and fucking cheap cologne, coming down to the park. You know what I'm saying? With the knee pads on and shit. Like we all seen these niggas before. Come on, man. Like Jordan had every middle-aged bald head nigga doing that shit, man.
Yeah, he the first idol worshiper. What I'm saying, be like Mike.
Oh yeah.
The shoes and all that.
Yeah, man. You was on the money with that shit, man. I can't tell you when I was growing up how many niggas would come to the park trying to look like Mike. I'm like, bro, like you be hooping to be like 3-4 niggas baldy, leg sleeve. Like what the fuck? Hey, niggas swear they Jordan.
But see
bro.
that's what you gotta realize. This is where you make sense, Reggie. The fact that you hate Jordan and hate the league now, it ties up. But the people that say they love Jordan but hate how the league is, he is the reason why the league has evolved to what it is.
Yeah,
that's what I be trying to tell people. You can't like Jordan but hate the league how it is now because he is the big transition of why the league has became what it is.
Especially like when you start
worshiping
talking
players,
about
fanboys. You know how many people so-called Chicago fans from the 90s?
Man.
And they from different places. They only Chicago fans because of Jordan.
Good Jordan. I'm like, I tell niggas that. I'm like, nigga, you ain't no Chicago Bulls fan. Like, when the last time you even watched the Bulls? Since Jordan retired. I'm like, exactly, nigga. You wasn't even watching them when D Rose was playing, man. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. You niggas is cap, dog.
I realized at a young age, I like the players. I'm like, man, there wasn't no term at this time. I'm like a fanboy. I don't even like teams. I can't even root for no team just because all I get. The only thing was marketed to me was Penny Hardaway, Grant Hill, Jason Kidd. It wasn't even marketed to like the teams. I'm like, why the fuck I'm even following a team?
90s South.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I guess I'm different, dog, because I grew up and I started watching Rockets games, nigga. Like, I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just grew up a Rockets fan, nigga. Like that was you know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, I don't give a fuck who wore this uniform, dog. I'm gonna root for this team.
I was able to realize early because I tried halfway following the Mavericks because I'm from close to Dallas. But then I realized like in basketball, owners don't really give a fuck about winning. Football, I'm not gonna say every owner don't care about winning, but more or less football owners care about winning. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. But in basketball,
yeah, it's a money grab.
Niggas don't give a fuck. That's why I was like, that's when I was like 10 or 11, I was like, nigga, I'm just gonna like players because I already see what the move is with this shit. When I seen them trade off Jason Kidd like he wasn't that valuable, I was like, nah, man.
But you got to think, bro. That wasn't because of basketball, bro. That was some off the court shit. That's why they blew up that whole thing with Mashburn and Kid and Jimmy Jackson, bro. That was some whole other shit, dog. Like it wasn't because like they was beefing over abroad, dog. Like it was a lot of other shit going on behind the
Stupid
scenes.
shit,
Like,
I
right?
wouldn't have got rid of
nigga,
Jason Kidd, man.
yeah, I know, but at the time, out of the three of them, at the time, he had the least clout. So, like, I mean, at the time, nobody knew Jason. Everybody knew Jason Kidd was gonna be a great player, but they didn't know he was gonna be the best
That's
out of all three of them,
that's
and they didn't
that's
know he was
why
gonna be a legend.
that's why I left. That's why I realized like I'm not following. I still fuck with the Rangers and of course the Cowboy fan, but
Hey,
Maverick,
so let me ask you, what
nah,
made
fuck
you a
them
New
niggas.
York Ranger fan, even though you from Texas?
You said no? You talking about the Texas Rangers?
You talking about
Oh,
the baseball
okay.
team?
I don't
Yeah,
watch
the
no hockey.
baseball
Hell
team.
no.
I thought that was hockey. I was like, ain't that the
Hell
hockey
nah.
team in New York Rangers? Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
that's the hockey team.
My
Hell
Yeah,
like
bad.
nah,
the
nigga.
Dallas. They got the Dallas Stars, I believe. That's the hockey team.
Baseball might be the only game that don't really change as much. It changed a little bit, but it don't change as drastically as these goddamn. Because baseball always never had a salary cap and all that. The only thing really changed about baseball, they might move the mound or do different shit and stuff
Right.
like that. But baseball about the only thing don't really change that much. Other than the players do get played more, but it's kind of it really don't matter because there ain't no salary cap. You know what I mean? Players always got paid a lot of money in baseball in
Yeah.
comparison to the other sports. So
Them niggas get like 10-year contracts for like
yeah,
700 million. This shit's like,
yeah,
damn.
ain't no see in baseball you ain't finna be doing no year in the option and keep holding no team by the
Yeah.
nuts and shit. That shit ain't going down.
But see, that's why I think I always thought baseball was the most player friendly league in America because, like, even though it's a win win for everybody because even though they giving niggas out, and I think this shit is outrageous, it's almost damn near like a parody. Like, this shit don't even sound real. Well, nigga can get a 10-year, 12-year, $400 million contract and shit. This shit is laughable. It's that fucking like crazy, but that should be going on. But at the same time, it gives both people leverage. So on the one hand, this dude, he gets, you know what I'm saying, he gets his money and he gets long-term security. But the team also, they have a safety net. So like, just say it don't work out, nigga, I can still trade you because now a team doesn't have to worry about all the fuck. If I get him, he's not going to leave me after a year or some shit like that. And you know what I'm saying? So it's wiggle room. Like it's a lot of room
Man,
to
if you
negotiate.
want to talk about a sports that got integrity, baseball got integrity.
Yeah.
They sabotage potentially growing their fan base just to hop down on steroids.
Yep. Because a lot of casuals was like, "Oh, Barry Bonds, niggas hitting home runs and this is the." Yeah, that's why I'm not really like out of all three of the big sports, I'm not really a big baseball fan. But that's why I always I use baseball as a reference because it's the purest of the three sports. Like like yeah, man. When you meet a hardcore baseball fan, that nigga like bro. That nigga for real, like he, you know what I'm saying? He give you the stats, all this shit on top of his head and shit, because he really, like, you know, he respect the purity of the game and shit. Like, it's all about integrity with baseball, man.
Yeah, but shit, I'm about to go back in, y'all, man. I'll probably catch y'all south. I'll probably catch you on the other one and shit. But shit,
Yeah.
hell yeah, I'm about to go back in, y'all. I'll catch up with y'all.
All right, Mac. It was good chopping up with you, brother.
For sure. Same
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I'm probably heading out too, man.
Yeah. Yeah, Red, I'm gonna let you get back to stacking the dick, man. I'm gonna get up off it too.
See, man, I'm not as delusional or outrageous as you think I am, man. Like,
You be waking up in cold sweats, thinking you done stack the dick. Thinking
Man.
Houston stack the dick. You have to throw
Yeah.
your shit away.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, man. You probably think like, I'm this and that, bro. Like, I'm telling you, we start talking about anybody but this nigga LeBron. Like, look, I get what you said. I'm
That
not
nigga
saying
got
you're wrong.
That nigga got
Everything
the
you
keys to the
said
city, man.
was factually correct. Everything you said is factually correct, man. Everything you said is factually correct.
Nigga got the keys to the city like Nipsey Hussle, man.
I'm not like at this point. I'm not like at this point. I just support the organization. I don't support none of these fuck niggas, dog. Like only player I support now is Giannis, bro. Like as far as like, I'm gonna just like if I had to say I'm a fan of a player right now, it'd probably be Giannis, bro. And maybe Trey Young and Luca, but other than that, I don't fuck with these niggas, dog. Like you know what I'm saying? I don't rock with none of these niggas. These niggas is hoes, dog, for real. Um, I support my team, and you know what I'm saying, the one or two players I like, and that's it. That's all. That's it. I don't really be because. But yeah, bro, I catch you. You'll be on the stream tomorrow. I'll catch you tomorrow.
I'll be busy tomorrow, man. I gotta go fly back home. But I'll get up with y'all though.
All right, man. Well, whenever you back on, I'll catch. I'll be tuning in.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right, T Price, if you can hear.
All right, y'all. Appreciate everybody coming through. And every time I see little bits of the Dipset, little verses, I don't get all into that. But salute to everybody. I will be back on in the morning. And again, happy birthday to my boy Jason. Salute to the home. Hope you had a great birthday. Hope you safe. And yeah, y'all. Salute for y'all coming through, man. I appreciate everybody coming through. Small thing comes, bigger thing comes in small packages. Support the movement. I'll be on tomorrow morning. I said about 9 o'clock Pacific time. Until then, I'm signing off. Peace out. And again, be safe. Support the movement. The positive movement. I don't mind opinions. My opinion is just my opinion. I'm never going to be a hater. Never. I've never been a hoe.